Hello, 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 hello. Wow, that was spectacular timing. What's going on, crew? Why can't I hear myself? That's oh, okay, I gotta mute that. Well, obviously I don't have to ask if you guys can hear me because you guys can hear me. We just gotta adjust some angles. How's everyone doing? Early stream. Wally's streaming early. It's crazy. I actually go to bed really early and then I wake up at like some god awful hour, like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then I take a little nap in the afternoon. It's me. Is that the it's me? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? I am gonna say hello to everyone. Let's just go back up the list. Hi JW thoughts. Hey Darth. Hopefully you got my message and link I sent you. Fire Soul Rocker. What's going on, my man? Hey Ryan, what's going on? You're always welcome to join. Techie Ben, hello, welcome to the stream. Anna Lacey, what's going on? You're also welcome to join if you want to get wild with it. Dreaming of Change, hello. Clyde Bell, hello. Sad that like button. Sorry, my brain just actually shut off for about 10 seconds there. Still slaps. What's going on? Yes, shout outs to our Satanists. Let's go. Lo, how are you? I hope you're well. Apasta, Cristiano, hello. It's me. We said hi. Tara Chapman, hello. I hope you're doing very well. Nathan Clayton, how's Arizona? Is it getting hot there? I think we officially have like our first time that we're being like the 70s for the month of May. Oh, why is my here? My thing is not okay. You track my face. Okay, hey, look, now I'm actually in focus. I was like, why does it look so bad? It was tracking. That's the sound of ZZ. He eats plastic and it gets stuck in his throat, and I don't know what to do about it. Josh, what's going on? Hello from Germany. Stephen, let's not. Great name. Hello. I'm assuming everyone can hear me. Let me just check one quick thing. Okay, I don't see reply. Darth said he was going to actually join because we're streaming on Saturday, so I thought that could be kind of fun. So maybe we'll give him a moment before we get into it. But the general idea of today's stream was I was going to watch that old video, Out of the Darkness or whatever it's called, about the old Watchtower history going back to Russell and Rutherford, because I'm working on a video about like the history of the faithful and discreet slave and how it's changed over time, and talking about sort of the absurdity of the teaching in and of itself. And I thought that, well, if I'm going to watch this video, then you guys may as well watch it with me and we can have a good time. Out walking dogs, my skin is already on fire. Ooh, yeah, I guess dog walking. So last summer we had the hottest in Seattle. We had the hottest like week stretch in history. So I had to like get out and walk the dogs at like 5 a.m. because anytime like after 7 a.m. you just want to be in air conditioning. Like you do not want to be outside at all. And Fred is a lover of the sun. He can't get enough of it, and so he just sits there and whines because he can't get quite enough of the sun, and obviously he can't go out. Also, I cut my hair yesterday. Sorry that I didn't. If anyone like commented on one of my recent videos or was saying anything in Discord or texted me, I was in a funk. I think I fully was coming to terms with the fact that I'm never seeing any of my family ever again, or it's most likely. So if you guys were here for the stream a couple weeks ago, I actually talked to my family and they basically said, yeah, if you call, we're not answering. So see, whatever, dude. Anyway, so I thought I was okay, and then I think it just was lingering still in my brain, and I hadn't actually accepted the entire fact and like made peace with it. So it really bummed me out. And then the YouTube video that I put out was obviously going to get a lot of negative comments and criticism, no doubt. So I was just trying to take the healthy mental course. Yes, ZZ is here for all who were wondering, and he is blocking the camera. Oh, Darth's here. Cool. Thumbs up if you're ready to go, buddy. Yeah, let's go. Everyone say hi to my man.
Hello there.
Hello there. That was actually a pretty good well, I was gonna say Ewan McGregor, but he's not the OG.
I believe that's Alec Guinness.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Your volume sounds a little high to me.
It very well may be. I can make a quick adjustment.
Okay, cool. Just a little bit.
How's that?
Say Blargen Fendingernoche.
Bloggen Fendingernoche.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Brilliant.
Absolutely. People still aren't saying hi to Darth, so I don't know. We're just gonna sit here and stare at our computer screens. I mean, you know the assignment. Say hi to my friend. Say hi to my friend.
we may still be the same person.
That's true.
That's a popular opinion.
we're hitting them with the old multiverse. People aren't quite ready for it. How is he doing this?
You're slightly more apostate variant.
I've actually recorded this whole bit beforehand, and now his computer is magically going to crash. Okay, now we're getting some
there we go.
Some highs. But anyway, yeah. So sorry to anyone that was reaching out on social media or texting me or anything. I was just in a real funk, and I decided, you know what? For my brain, I'm already feeling like tiny little version of myself, so there's no reason to like read negative comments because that's just going to bum me out for longer. So sorry if I was catatonic to the internet over the last week or so, but I'm here now and we're ready to groove, baby.
We're glad to have you back.
So what's your story, Darth?
That's a good question. I think it's considerably blander than a lot of other people's does. I'd probably say I'm from America, I will say. I'm an ex-Jehovah's Witness. I was in the cult for about 20 years before I decided to go to school instead of going to Bethel, and that was kind of where the world changed for me.
Oh, what was the sort of deciding factor in swapping Bethel for school? Because that's pretty huge.
As strange as it might sound, exhaustion, frankly.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it was quite a bit. I'm a former ministerial servant.
I'm sure you were pioneering ministerial servant.
Oh, of course, I was pioneering ministerial servant, going to school full time, and then also working part time. In addition to all my duties, of course. So yeah, I was probably between school and work and the ministry, I was probably putting in something like, I don't know, 80, 90 hours a week.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. And especially if you're the literature servant and have to do, or the territory servant.
God, I helped. I was doing the books in between when I was doing the audio because I was a kid working at Best Buy and I knew computers. Therefore, I was the audio servant.
Okay. Let me just send a quick text message to, I don't know if you know Justin from XJW Diaries.
Oh yeah, I've seen him. I don't know him personally, but I've seen his videos on the fan.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna ask him if he wants to jump on and hang out with us.
Lovely.
Boom. Let me do that. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. So Darth is gonna hold down the stream while I go pee because I was trying to get my scuffed microphone working because I still haven't even taken the time to like transfer data from one computer to the other. So I still have both of them set up, which just makes this room really, really hot because it's not a big room. But I took a shower, so I didn't look yucky, and I put my earrings in and all that good stuff. So Darth is going to regale you with a cool story about SpongeBob, his experience with SpongeBob.
Oh, I can do that, actually.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to go pee real quick. and then we'll be ready to boogie, and we'll see if Justin wants to join.
Brilliant. Okay.
All right, bye. Oh wait, let me. I should mute
Actually,
myself.
maybe I should talk about Pokemon instead. That was a bigger thing in my Kingdom Hall. And how
Oh, Pokemon, that's pretty good too.
Yes, we should talk about Pokemon a little bit.
Oh,
So,
hey,
anyone in the chat there, I was pretty young at the time of Pokemon coming out, so I may be aging myself. Now, keep in mind, I own the Purple Triangles cassette tape, so make of that what you will. But Pokemon was a big thing in the late 90s, early 2000s. So that was kind of a thing, and we got in really big trouble for it pretty consistently. Myself, my family and all that, my siblings specifically. My mom was fully in; she was peeing me. My father he was also a witness, but he was kind of he was kind of pomey, so he was in about it, but he wasn't too fussed about most things that were happening. So we got in huge trouble for that because he bought us a comic book. You guys got to read the Pokemon comics sometime; those are crazy. Let's see. LOH, did you make your outfit or are you part of a group? No, this is 100% custom. So there are a couple little bits and pieces that I put together, but yeah, this is these are my implants. This is my whole thing. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So yeah, my parents were pretty big Star Wars fans, or at least my father was. Anyway, so we were really big into the sci-fi and the action and that sort of thing over there. So all good stuff for sure. And then we like Pokemon just as a result. Which it was kind of a fun thing. All the kids were doing it. It was a really good time. But we got in huge trouble because we had an Electric Tales Pikachu comic. And the Electric Tales of Pikachu, it's the Japanese one of the many Japanese manga that involve Pokemon there. And it's a little darker, it's a little edgier than the normal ones. So my dad didn't really think too much of it. My mom got a hold of it and saw that Hunter using Dream Eater was like eating souls and all that. And she got really upset about it. And then brought it over when we were at an assembly to the elders. And I'll tell you, the elders they were not happy about it. They told my mom that the Pokemon was demonized, and this was of course right after I was getting excited about getting Harry Potter books and all that because we read it in class. And they had just had a talk about how bad Harry Potter was, so we got so Pokemon was demonized too. So the two biggest fandoms that I was able to participate in my school, those were actually entirely forbidden straight away. It was awful. It was awful.
I missed the whole story, obviously.
Oh yeah, no worries. It's all good.
Was it a great story?
It was all right.
Okay.
I lived it. I lived it. I'm a little biased.
Yeah, the Pokemon was like off, like we couldn't do that, but for some reason, me and my brother still watched Dragon Ball Z, and we thought
that didn't come up. I guess that was a little more superhero-y. That was like Superman, especially the dub. So we kind of got away with that, but we got in really big trouble for Pokemon and really really big trouble for Harry Potter.
And it's
so
like
that stayed banned.
The Pokemon thing was just because there's like psychic types or whatever.
No. From what my mom's friends, there was a pioneer couple, of course. Like I think they brought it up to elders too, and the pioneer couple rolled up like, "Oh yeah, that stuff's demonized." Didn't say anything else. Just use the term demonized, and then that was it.
So how do they feel about like Toy Story and Lion King and like talking animals? Well, I mean,
no,
there's a talking donkey in the Bible, so I suppose.
Right, exactly. Yeah, those were fine. Although Hunchback of Notre Dame, that was also quote things that Jehovah doesn't like, so we weren't allowed to watch that either.
Yeah, what was that because of the gargoyles or?
What? I guess because it was promoting like Catholicism or something like that. Because the priest Frodo, I think, is a Catholic priest or something.
Oh, I started watching The Keepers this week. I don't know if you've seen that documentary.
I know what, but I haven't checked it yet.
It's wild. It is.
Clone Commander 5 keeps asking me if I want to watch it with them.
Who?
My spouse, Clone Commander 5. You'll see them on a video.
Oh, okay. Okay. We'll go with that. Anyway, so yeah, do you want to suffer with me? Well, it sounds like you did because you jumped on stream.
My hatred makes me strong, but the pain makes the dark side more powerful.
True. Yes. Oh, look, Kenneth Flodine has a new video. The quality of meekness. That sounds hilarious.
Oh, please tell me you're on the .org right now. Are you on the .borg?
Oh, I am.
Oh, did you see how they said breaking the cycle of hatred with no irony on the homepage? Or was that
I
just me that saw that?
I did not see. Oh, yeah,
Yep, right on the homepage. Breaking the cycle of hatred. No irony in that statement whatsoever.
hold on. You guys can see what I'm saying. No, that's this thing. Okay, how do I do this? I go share screen,
Yes, share
and then
screen, and then you can click
like
audio if
this.
you want to.
Share audio. Share.
Yep.
Our world seems saturated with hatred, whether in the form of discrimination, harassment, verbal abuse, or assault. Maybe they don't get docked for assault, but I mean directly, I don't know.
I mean, I guess it depends on how you feel about domestic abuse. And,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh, and
especially
giving
with
if you give bad advice, I suppose, then you're kind of okay. Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
or
They lose that one too.
dragging children to the back of a kingdom hall into the bathroom during a meeting. You know why?
Yeah,
I
I
think we
was
all
on the
know why.
receiving of that. Oh wait,
Yeah.
sorry, I got to make sure I say hi to everyone because that's my thing.
Oh,
I
who
need.
else is in the
Hey,
house?
Dan D. Hello, Gabriel.
And D.
Gomez. I don't think I missed anyone else. Oh, Shark Composer. Hey, how's it going? What's going down? Hello, hello. Okay, what else does it say? Can hatred be conquered? The articles in this issue show how we can break the. Well, I mean, just for giggles. Well, which one should we go to? Well, we could speed run it and just go down each one and just like we each
That
give
sounds
like
like a blast.
a 5 second rebuttal to it. All right, here we go. Speed
Here we go.
running, breaking the cycle of hatred. Let's go. Have you been the victim of hatred? Yes, by the Watchtower.
There it is. There it is. Been a victim of hatred because of my beliefs and because I didn't believe hard enough.
They seriously said the news is filled with reports of racism and homophobia. They seriously said that?
The news is full of reports of racism, homophobia, and xenophobia. Also, the Watchtower. We don't believe
Expressions
that
of
we are individual cultures.
expressions of hatred based on sexuality. Like that is one of the most self-aware. Okay, we're speed running. Sorry guys. Sorry. Okay, next.
We got to hit the next one.
Okay, here we go. What is hatred? Okay, hatred is an extremely strong dislike for or intense hostility towards another person or group of people.
Apostates, kind of
Apostates.
a general thing. Right.
If you go into the history, people of color.
Right. Oh, that's still on the JW library. The
It,
1953 Watchtower still does have a really color stroked article on there.
but they're more meek and teachable.
Right. Exactly.
They should be happy that they're so meek and teachable. How it spreads. A person can hate others without even ever having had direct contact with them. For example, an individual may unconsciously adopt the biased views from those he respects and feels close to. This is the wild.
Look at that.
Thus, hatred can. Huh? What is the statement?
Just why is the statement? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man.
Good Lord. Okay, I'll let you rebuttal that statement and then we'll hit next.
This hatred can spread and become a shared view of an entire group. I wonder who else does that. I wonder who else does that entirely. Like, going through an entire group and telling their children that they shouldn't exist or that they have to give up their family to get into a fictional paradise. Nope, never heard that before. Never heard of that before.
Or that it is impossible to be LGBTQ plus and inherit everlasting life because you don't belong here, you yucky person.
Yes, you two life partners.
Oh God, you people that teach each other and learn from each other and have a good, healthy. We hate healthy relationships. Okay, the Bible reveals the roots of hatred. It starts with misinformation. Correct. Next. Let's go. Hatred thrives in intolerance. The world we live in feeds hatred by promoting merciless and harmful attitudes and behavior. I think I opened the stream by saying that my parents told me they were never going to answer the phone if I called. And I had to beg them to tell me whether or not my grandpa was dying so I could see him.
Oh man.
Okay.
No hatred for feeling differently about anything at all.
Well, no,
Absolutely not.
that's righteous hatred. You know,
right.
that's
Yeah, righteous indignation. Of course.
yeah, exactly. Okay, how to break the cycle of hatred? God's word. Should we, instead of reading Hebrews 4:12, should we read Exodus 21 and
Oh, we
read about
should. We should indeed. Should I pull that up?
we can get a little wild here.
Yeah.
Let's go. Well, I'll just go and use their
There we
Bible
go.
against them.
Exodus 21. Oh, I just had the NIV version up, but
Oh, if you have it up, you can do a share screen. That's
yeah,
fine.
we can do either or. Here we go.
Okay, if you already have it up, go for it.
Let's go ahead and do a share screen over here, and that's just going to take us straight into. I've only got one screen over here.
No, you're good.
Actually, here we'll just do the specific Chrome tab. That'll be fine. I kind of know how StreamYards works.
Kind of, sort of.
Oh, which one should we pick? Which one should we pick? If you buy, since we're talking about slavery here,
yeah,
can I say that on your stream?
Yeah, I think so.
Or indentured servitude, I should say.
Beating. Let's go with the beating.
Oh, let's do the beatings.
Yeah, I think 20 something or another. You're gonna have to control zoom in on your screen a little.
Oh yeah, here we go. Let's do that. So it's a little harder to do with the claws.
But the claws are hella dank. So.
Oh man, I was gonna paint them with you.
Oh man, that would have been cool.
We should have done that. I should have got my Dark Apprentice's nail kit because she has one.
So here we go. We're gonna substitute Hebrews 4:12. So the Watchtower statement is God's word, the Bible, has the power to help people. Oh wait, no, change for the yeah. Here we go. God's word, the Bible. So breaking the cycle of hatred you can find in God's word, the Bible. But Darth is going to read us a little verse from.
We think Exodus
20.
What's that? Yeah, Exodus 20, verse 20 and 21.
Yep.
For anyone who beats their male or female slave, see, non-bias, with a rod must be punished if the slave dies as a direct result. But they are not to be punished if the slave recovers after a day or two, because the slave is their property. Because that's okay, according to Jehovah our God.
So you can beat someone mercilessly as long as they survive for 48 hours.
As long as they live through it, it's fine. It's totally fine.
If they die from, blunt force trauma, and
no big deal.
Yeah, if it's a week later, if it's a slow bleed.
As long as later, if they're all right after a day or two, you're off the hook.
Yeah, because I mean they could have fallen down and hit a rock or something. Sexes. Hello. Okay, we're speed running still. Be impartial. I'm skipping this entirely. That is a joke.
Be impartial, except when it comes down to religious beliefs.
Yeah. Do not seek revenge. Okay, maybe there's something here. What it means, although it is natural to feel angry when we have been wronged, God does not approve of our taking revenge. Rather, he urges us to wait on him because he will soon right
will take
all
revenge
wrongs.
for you. He will take revenge for you, basically.
Don't
wait for Sky Daddy to kill everybody.
Don't do anything about any wrongs. Don't say anything. Just sit back.
Write it down, send a letter to the governing body, and they'll kill them with their heavenly weapons. Yeah. And then have a shot of talents afterwards.
Don't make a heavenly weapon sound so sexy. Come on.
Heavenly weapons.
Heavenly weapons. Oh, yeah. Okay, what you can do when imperfect humans take revenge, it perpetuates the cycle of hatred. Therefore, if someone has offended or harmed you, do not retaliate. Try to respond peacefully and with restraint.
Especially if they've touched your children. Absolutely. Yes. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that?
I think so. We just can't use very specific words.
Can't use the M word, right?
Yeah, that's no good.
Okay, got you.
Justin said, oh, sorry, Justin. I probably shouldn't read your text. Justin sent me a message, so give me a second.
Okay, excellent. Let's see.
He said he'll be back around. He'll be back
One
around
of my implants
in like an hour.
Out. I have to step away for half a second. My implant is shorting out.
Oh, you're good. I will hold it down. That's usually my job, is I just walk away and let other people hold down the stream. Okay, guys. We're speed running still. Get hatred out of your mind. What you can do, take an honest look at how you feel and about others, especially those of another race or nationality. Why don't they include sexuality there? Or is it sexuality, or I don't know the exact terminology, but you guys know what I mean. Ask yourself, how do I view them? Is that Is my viewpoint based on what I personally know about them, or is it based on prejudice? Avoid social media, movies, or entertainment that feature hatred and violence. I don't know how you can say to avoid entertainment.
They've never seen the Daniel movie, clearly.
Yeah, or they've clearly never watched the Caleb and Sophia that we watched on stream last week about the two mommies. That was like super messed up. Sorry, I'm not even looking at chat or anything, guys. But if you send messages, I will see them at some point in time. Okay, we're still speedrunning before we actually get into anything. Is my window open too loud? Can you hear a lot of that? I have a new microphone configuration, so I don't know how good the sound is. I guess I could just hear for myself. Oh, it sounds pretty good, I think.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I had to step out my firefighter somehow in the back in the face.
Good job. Good job.
Oh yeah, no, it's cool. We're just chasing my kid. She stole my boss's plans for his new battle state. I mean, sports bar.
I like how you are so committed to a bit. Like, that is so cool to me.
It's so much fun. And, I think it's because I just resonated so much with Star Wars. I really felt like, I mean, it's like the Bible. Everyone's related in it.
Yeah.
There are fantastic things happening all the time. There are guys that used to know the truth and then changed their mind because it was abusive. It's a great time, really.
It really is. So there was some people in my region area that were okay with Star Wars, and then there was other people that absolutely thought it was like from Satan the devil himself. But I mean, clearly there's a lot of analogies taken from the Bible in the overall story. Like, obviously there are. But like, what was your experience like as far as like locally? Like, did anyone have a problem with it, or was everyone pretty cool?
No, we actually got away with quite a bit too. Naruto was also popular in my local congregation when I was older. We weren't terribly involved in my congregations when I was younger. When I got to be an older, when I was an older child, younger teenager, we got involved. And Star Wars. It just wasn't talked about very often. I think Naruto was the hot topic just back in 2005, 6, that sort of thing there. So, which was looking back at it, it's a miracle we got away with that. We just said ninjas, and the older people just never really looked into it.
They never really put two and two together.
Like the blood summonings and and the magic crystal ball the Hokage had and all that.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's about ninjas. You know, it's like Star Wars, really.
It's about
lasers, like superheroes.
We
got away with a lot.
Obligated. Dan D, thank you so much. Dan D with $20 for ZZ. ZZ, you're about to get some treats, but I have to go get them out of the pantry. But I'll be right back. Dan D, treats for ZZ. Here we go. We're on my screen. Okay, well, you guys can keep yourselves entertained.
We'll do our best. I actually am kind of curious. What was everybody's fandom of choice?
Maybe in case I like burp or something. I don't know.
That's all right. I mean, we like the burps. So what's everybody's fandom of choice that they really liked and either got ruined by the witnesses or something that they weren't allowed to do? I'm actually really curious about that. Let's see. Pure Clean. Never been to a meeting. All right. That's what I like to hear. Yeah. Sorry, fandom. If I went to a meeting, would I be considered an apostate? Well, Amanda, I think if you never actually been there, you'd just be an interested person, so you wouldn't be an apostate. An apostate's someone like us who knew the truth and then turned away from it. That's what an apostate is. Oh, it's more like the Warrior Wizard, right? Like straight up Harry Potter ripoff there. We need that. I think I might make some Starbucks merch.
Thank you for the generosity, man. I have to open a new box of treats though, so that's pretty exciting.
Oh, Ryan can have Smurfs. Okay, that was Ryan's thing with Smurfs. Oh yes,
quite the
Lord
name.
of the Rings. That was probably against the rules. I don't think we ever got to see Lord of the Rings in theaters because of that. We watched it on DVD. We didn't get to watch it in theaters.
Well, 20 treats, ZZ. That's a lot. You're You're in heaven. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Double that, and I'll call it good. Maybe I'll throw some around the room so he can go like on an adventure.
Yeah, AW. I guess you wouldn't be. Yeah, you would be an apostate because you hate the truth.
Hiya. Hiya.
Yeah.
Hiya. If you're wondering why I'm saying hiya, it's because when I throw things over my shoulder, I often say hiya.
Oh,
I'm giving Zizi a Mario Party mini game.
Speaking of which, when is XJW Evo?
Oh, what'd you say?
When's XJW Evo? When are we doing that?
Yeah, I really think we should. Do you have a capture card? I don't.
So I do not. I was going to order one actually this weekend.
Okay, well, if you want to do that, I am totally down.
All right.
All right, let's continue now that we've gotten treats for Zizi, because he was quite hungry, and now he's going to be sitting in that place. When hatred will be gone forever, when people stop hating other human beings and
when
grow
goes
up
away.
and get their brains out of their own buttholes, then hatred will go away. Just
so basically, extinction of humans. That's when it's going to leave.
Yeah, well, I guess
Watchtower.
We just need an asteroid or something.
There we go. Armageddon. There it is. That's the movie.
That was a good speed run. That was decent.
I think we did great.
I was going to do a video yesterday, but I didn't get around to actually recording it. But going through the Bible questions answered and seeing if I could actually like read and rebut everything just in like a really quick format.
Just like in 5 minutes or something like that?
Yeah, just like the fastest I could possibly do it. Amanda, hello. I didn't say hello. Blowout, hello. I don't know if I can't say that on YouTube.
Oh,
hello.
Did I read something wrong?
What'd you say?
I haven't read everything yet.
No, you're fine. Oh yeah, you can see the comments on your end too, eh?
Yeah, I can indeed.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you everyone for coming and joining the stream. I appreciate it. It's always more fun to have some people to hang out with when I'm watching old videos. So thank you. Thanks, Darth, for stopping by.
Oh, thanks for having me in.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you want to plug your channel real quick, or I could just pull it up?
Oh, sure, yeah. If you guys ever want to check it out, Darth Magog. It's less activism and more of a therapy exercise, I suppose. So just kind of general comparisons and going through things.
Oh no, I'm exposed. Exposed.
Yep.
Oh goddamn.
All good.
Oh hey, I use this meme too. I hate video games.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that one? Did I show you that one? Because I stole it from Germ's stream where he's playing the Super Apostate World.
Oh no, I don't know if I've seen this. I used this as a meme one time though. This video is hilarious.
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I hate video games because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
All right, so it looks like you can pick Caleb or Sophia to play. Very inclusive. Boys and girls alike can engage in video game indoctrination.
That was it.
That's
my favorite two memes there.
It was pretty good stuff. Okay, sorry, I'm very distracting, but anyway, go.
Thanks for doing that. We appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it was pretty funny. Also, I should try and hit up Germ because that game looks fun. That would be super
right. Like he had a link to it, and I think it's gone now.
Oh, I thought it would also be fun if I don't know if anyone would really enjoy it, but to like go on Steam and then just type in like religion or Bible or something and see if there's like any Bible-based or religious-based games. And
you can play as Saul.
I don't know. I have no concept what it would look like, but it sounds like it might lead to something. I imagine there is some like you have to collect the sacred scrolls or something. I don't know.
It could be like some Conan Exiles mod or something like that, where you're playing as Samson and killing Philistines or something.
that sounds actually.
You got to be Donkey Jaws or something.
You gotta find the donkey jaw and
Right.
just start clobbering people with it.
Right, the final level just is a quick time event where you're dropping pillars. You just click the pillars as hard as you can.
Oh my god, who would be the raid boss in in the Samson? I guess
I
it
don't
would
know. I mean, I
be
guess you could do. I mean, you could do with a David game and then have Goliath,
Goliath,
and the
yeah,
king
or you
attacking.
just like whoever was writing this probably hasn't read the Bible that much anyway, so they probably could just do Goliath even in the Samson one because they don't really care about the canonical Bible.
It doesn't matter about the it's a non-canon game. It's totally fine.
Yeah, just we'll figure it out.
We'll
Where
figure
is
it out.
this
We'll sort
thing?
it out.
Does anyone know where I can find this? Because it's not modern day, it's not Bible times, and it's not
It's old
animated.
school. I was looking at it. I found purple triangles online. I had to hunt for that though.
Oh, I remember that one. That one's an old one.
I know. I had the cassette of that. We watched that all the time. I'm aging myself, but we watched that all the time on VHS.
That's so funny. I was talking with someone yesterday about. I still remember like the first Star Wars movie my dad ever bought was a VHS, and I remember playing like Phantom Menace on VHS. It was
We had
pretty
that
good
too.
stuff.
We went to opening day because Dad was so into it.
Yeah. What is it called? Faith in Action, Out of Darkness.
I think that's one.
No, I'm exposing myself for being a bad typer. Out of Darkness. Is it that? What is it called? Just search for darkness and videos. Okay.
Is that the one where they're in the concentration camps and talking about their faith, or that one? I'm a bad apostate. I haven't seen a lot of the old stuff.
I can spell, guys. I promise I can spell the word darkness. Called Out of Darkness. Oh wait, and then search videos. Bang, low, clutch.
Ooh,
thank you very much,
good.
Low. She is clutch. Okay.
I'm gonna want to see this.
Bada bing, bada boo. Why do I feel like I have to pee again? The governing body preserves unity, part 1.
Oh,
what is that?
I'm sorry. What?
Has any of you have you guys ever seen that? I've never even heard of this.
That sounds new. It sounds kind of like that cheesy cartoon that Jake and Ryan watched on stream the other day.
Oh, they did. Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, you know the one.
Yeah,
where where Stephen Lett actually looks proportionate because he's the cartoon like he's meant to be. Did I say that out loud? I shouldn't say that out
loud. Yeah, we try not to be mean to people's physical appearance if we can around here.
Oh, I was referring to his over enunciation specifically.
Yeah, I mean
he talks like a cartoon character.
I'm sure I've called him a rubber face man before, so it's we do our best. We do our best. Has anyone ever seen this though? I've never even heard of this. Now I'm curious about watching that, but then that means I'm gonna have to watch this other thing by myself. Should we just go for the one I've never seen? Because I've definitely seen this other one before. I just once, but
I'm game for anything. Frankly, this sounds fascinating. Really,
I think we should let it ride. Well, we'll see we'll let the fine people of YouTube decide the course of our lives because that's
our fellow XJW agents.
Yes,
because we're all working for not Jehovah, according to a certain commentator. You know the one.
Well, she says play a game. Lo says find a game. Deep respect, Wally. It's important to keep it classy. Yeah, and I did actually think about something the other day when I was total SpongeBob meme, but while I was watering my spice garden. No, I was out watering the thyme and mint and sage plants, and
that's nice.
I was thinking, like in the video I did about Lloyd on Wednesday, I probably should have at least said that people can still do good things. If they're also doing bad things, and it doesn't necessarily diminish the good that they're doing. So there's a lot of people that just feel really positive and feel really good, and all of that, is important. And if it's important to you, I'm not trying to yuck your yum. Who the hell am I? I'm just a guy that talks to a camera sitting in a little chair with a cat, and I think it should at least be acknowledged that there is a lot of good that he has done and probably will continue to do. So everything needs to be taken on balance, I suppose. And that balance just needs to be weighed for individual people, I reckon. Like for some people, it doesn't really matter. And for other people, it does. It's easy. No, don't eat plastic out of the trash. You just had a bunch of treats.
Got all the treats, and now
he wants to eat plastic. No, don't do that. I swear he's suicidal. Good God. Anyway,
that's a good point about Lloyd for sure. I do understand that Lloyd Vader, as I like to call him, as much as I like to make the jokes and all. Honestly, he did open my eyes to a lot of things. I think especially the subtle racism in the culture. Unfortunately, even though we always drew the lines on religions, like you hate other religions, you don't hate other people, and all that. But the subtleness of it always. And it always went over my head, and now I can recognize that as a vaguely brown person and understand that. And it's a troubling thing. So I do appreciate him for that. He's done a lot for the community for sure. He's been the most visible, I think.
And you can
about what's happening.
You can point out like the inconsistencies in someone's statements. You can point out, things that they've said that might be confusing, misleading, outright lies, whatever it might be. But at the end of the day, like, we still need to remember that, people are people, and they're always going to be capable of doing good things and capable of doing bad things. And if he continues to help people and do good things, well, okay, that's fine. I mean, for me personally, like, I think integrity matters, at least to me. But again, as I said in the video, like, there's sometimes where it's like, oh, there's a music artist, or there's something that might be an unsavory character. Like, I might enjoy watching Pirates of the Caribbean, but I don't like. I can also acknowledge the fact that Johnny Depp seems like kind of a asshole. I mean, not as much of an asshole as his wife, or former wife, appears to be, but you can at least acknowledge the fact that he seems like he was kind of an asshole sometimes. And being able to just, I guess, have conversations and be open to like discussing things. That's what's important, I suppose, to my bubble idiot caveman brain. Like the period where we reach, where we say, well, let's not talk about this anymore. Let's not do this. That's just reverting back to your Watchtower, or in my mind, it's reverting back to your Watchtower brain, and it's unnecessary, and it's
quietly ignoring the harm just because the good outweighs quote unquote.
So why not just acknowledge both? Acknowledge the harm, acknowledge the good, and then just say, you make your own choice. I'm not your dad. You figure it out for yourself. Yeah. I'm just talking to a camera. But anyway, I am done thinking and talking about that man for the rest of my entire life, because I am over it. Sorry for that weird random rant, guys. It is something I enjoy doing, is going on my weird random rants. I am already getting sweaty. I might need to change shirts. There's moisture building up under my pits. Woo!
Yeah, the helmet gets foggy after a little while. I can completely.
I was about to say I should probably stop bitching, because
actually, the lenses are fogging up right now. I might have to go do a little something. I'll step away while you rev it up.
Okay. I'm gonna actually look through people's comments and see what the good people have to say. Hello, my friends. How are you today? How do you share the Discord link? I can do that right now. I think I learned how to do this. Oh wait, I don't want to do that because here, I need to not do share screen. Whoops. I got to get better about doing that. I did this the other day. I know there's a way. And so I say, I will find if I pray. That's not how you do it. Escape. How do I share Discord link? Oh boy. I know there's a button here somewhere. Hide member list plus. I think it's like an invite people or something. Where was that? General chat. Create invite. Copy. I can try this. That work? Boyfriend is car shopping. I'm home just singing. She blinds everybody with her super high beams. She's a squirrel crushing, deer smacking, driving machine. I don't know that song. I subscribe to the Illuminati's channel.
Oh,
I don't
yes,
know
I'm
that.
a huge fan of the Illuminati. She did a great video on us. Not us specifically, but
Oh,
Jehovah's Witnesses.
I don't know who the Illuminati is.
Ooh, I will tell.
I have a lot of stuff that I do. I am proficient in American Sign Language. I'm teaching myself Spanish. I know you're Braille and have a lot of interest. That's pretty cool. Way to go, Amanda. I like the blood issue and disfellowshipping is bad. It's kind of hard, like going into chat sometimes if you're like not aware of actually what's happening. Sorry, guys. You know, when I start ranting, I get all heated up and start sweating and yelling and stuff like that. Okay. I did that. Okay, let me just do this. Do you have Discord? Boom. If not, okay. So, okay, Darth's back to bang.
I was actually just going to comment on the Illuminati too. I'm also a big fan of hers, and she did a wonderful video about us, about Jehovah's Witnesses, not us specifically. But
Yeah.
It made me feel a certain way. It made me feel very seen. She's really good at that. You should check that one out sometime. I'll send it to you on the Discord.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. ZZ, hello. You look very cute sitting there in the sun.
This is the way, ZZ.
He isn't interested in... Oh, maybe he is interested in hanging out. Okay, well, let's do this thing, eh? Check this one guy out. My wife won 2 free tickets off the radio to see who next weekend at Bethel. Okay, none of this has anything to do with me.
The governing body.
Oh God, that's loud.
Is that Darth Let? That sounded a little.
The governing body has always felt a keen responsibility to live
That's
up to
not Stephen
Jesus'
Lang.
command. Feed my lambs, shepherd my
Wait.
little sheep.
I didn't want to... When was this video made? Do we have like the advanced algorithms here, the metadata? How do we see when this was actually...
Might have to press the F12 or something to actually get into the HTML to see it.
Yeah, well, okay, I'm not... That's fine.
Today's technology makes the governing body feel like family. But did the worldwide brotherhood in times past enjoy such a strong bond with the governing body?
Makes the governing body feel like family? Why? Because we see them on TV?
Let's go back to January of 1945.
Imagine having the last name Little.
Brothers Knorr and friends set out on a tour of Latin America that ended up with conventions in North America. It took 4 months. The purpose was to visit branches already established, to organize new branches, to forward the movement of the kingdom preaching work.
And service tours often combine supervising operations at a branch.
This editing is pretty good.
At conventions,
I have to admire the
new facilities,
fortitude of their courage to bring up Fred Franz, knowing what Raymond did.
It's pretty goofy. I guess we'll see how this all shakes out, but my God, let's let it run, baby.
Followed by evening meetings with a local congregation. All this packed into a few days.
They provided instruction on field ministry, how to conduct meetings, but also what was taking place in the worldwide field. Then they would take time to go out into the field ministry with them. One such visit included a stopover in Guatemala, where they visited a very small congregation of just 8 people.
Their heart was in the preaching work. I can speak from my own experience that the missionaries were very close to Brother Knorr's heart. So after sending them first to Latin America, he was eager to see their progress. And so he visited them. And then over the years, he traveled the world.
So this is just like something random I'm thinking about, but whenever Watchtower uses these old videos and like stuff from their past and their history, for me, it opens up the criticism if you want to look at their old literature as well. Like if you're going to use something in your favor, then I should also be able to point out and be critical of the things that you were wild and wacky about back then. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially when they haven't formally, technically denounced those things. I'd say aside from the disfellowshipping arrangement that they've formally flipped their switch on.
Yeah.
And just quietly buried.
So like when I was talking to my dad, he hung up the phone on me because I brought up Rutherford, and he just hung up, didn't even want to engage with it. And it's like, wait, why are you so paranoid if someone like me brings up your history, but if Watchtower brings up your history, you're totally fine with it? Don't you see the contradiction here, dummy?
It's just like it reminds me of, you ever seen Transformers 4?
I think so, but I
it's
almost
the one
watched
with like 3 minutes of Dinobots in it and another 49,000 minutes of Mark Wahlberg being a spaz.
I did watch that one. I think I fell asleep and then I woke up halfway through it, which is shocking because Michael Bay's one thing is, his one trick pony still put me to sleep.
Oh, exactly, and that's the joke. It's there's a bit in there where there's an old man that's angry about sequels and reboots and remakes and saying that that's all they see in the theaters now, even though Transformers 4 is a sequel, soft reboot sort of thing, and that's exactly how the governing body is. They're like, oh, we don't like sequels and reboots, but we're gonna make one for you real fast.
M&K, you're absolutely right. Like in the night, it wasn't until like 73, 76, something like that.
That's when they took over, right?
Yeah, then it was a governing body. But even still, for a while, it was more about, sorry, no JW, but you always just say the exact same comment. And I don't want you to spam chat with the whole spiel that you give on every single video. But hey, thanks for stopping by and joining the stream. I'm so corny.
I'm smiling.
As many missionary homes as he possibly could. He privately met each missionary personally to talk over their challenges, to arrange for better accommodations if needed, to assess the potential for growth, or even to establish a new branch or arrange to purchase new property if needed.
That's interesting. Assess the potential for growth. Isn't it supposed to be like infinitely growing? Isn't that kind of a selling point? Like the preaching work is growing, brothers and sisters.
I think it was a selling point, but now it's like, well, we're just getting better spiritual food.
Oh, it's okay, and they did say that the love of the greater number will cool off. So it just tells us that we're in the final part of the final part. Undoubtedly, the final part of the final part of the last phase.
There's a scripture for goddamn everything. Like, no matter what you need to find.
No matter what you got to spin it on, you can find a scripture to spin.
Oh my God, it is crazy. I was also thinking too, if people ask like, well, what are the governing body gaining? What are they really able to like do? It doesn't seem like they wouldn't be living a quote unquote simple life, or they're not like transferring millions into bank accounts. They literally just showed this guy taking a world tour. How many people in chat have gone on a world tour and got treated like a king, flying first class and staying for free and eating free meals everywhere they went? And how many people would want to?
Oh, I'd love to.
Everyone would want to just go and travel the world and see all. I mean, maybe not everyone, but I think most people would.
A nice holiday where you're not having to, find the local kingdom hall and be in service and make the midweek meeting and make the. I'm gonna age myself a little bit. Make the book study. You just want to go to Disney World and enjoy it.
You keep saying aging yourself, but I reckon we're probably like the same age, judging.
I think we are about the same age.
Okay.
It depends.
I'm 32.
Did you have the audio cassette of my book of Bible stories? That's the real.
Yes, I remember
the
old brown case.
Yeah, we would have been in like the same school straight up.
Okay, we're within a 5-year range. We'll call it.
Well, I'd say within the 2-year range.
Okay. I might have to take another tinkle, but I can leave this running, or I'll
let's
work
keep
that
it
out.
rolling. I'll see what I can comment on.
Okay.
Brother Noor loved the Brotherhood, especially missionaries and branch personnel. And he would take an opportunity of a 15 or 20-minute stopover in a train station or at an airport to give encouragement or to help them to advance the preaching work.
Instead of just dancing, like
encouragement. Yeah.
Deep concern for the welfare of the brothers in the war-torn countries of Europe.
Is there
enable
subtitles?
This is not aging well.
Sorry, I couldn't understand anything there.
Oh yeah, something about the war-torn countries of Europe.
Brother Norm had deep concern for the welfare of the brothers in the war-torn countries of Europe. Brother Noor and Hensel, they traveled to Britain, France, Switzerland, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Scandinavia in November 1945. Imagine just few months after World War ended, the railroad track was destroyed, bridges were destroyed, so there were no good connections between the cities. It was not a tourist travel, it was really a hard work.
And I believe this, but again, 1945, when they were still rebuilding, and millions in dedicated funds from the government were coming across to do these large scale projects, and these guys were concerned because it was inconvenient to get across a nations that were struggling after a cataclysmic war. How tone deaf is this? Am I hearing this right?
Appalling. It's appalling. I like the damage control that they're doing, though, because they're getting ahead of the people that are sitting there thinking, that's a lot of travel. Don't worry, it's not like just traveling for fun. It was hard work. It was hard work getting to those remote locations that, no one else could get to. So don't think that we were I fucked it up.
Oh, frivolously, yeah.
Spending money. You see, that's good. You're better at talking than me.
I disagree. It's just the it's the voice changer. It helps.
It covers over many mistakes. It's like the Bible.
Exactly.
This they did for loving the brothers and helping.
It's Timothy, right?
You're right. That was the exact
countries.
Oh, good golly.
Only coming out of New York.
After visiting the friends of war-torn Europe,
this
then
is still
brothers
too loud.
Moore and Henschel embarked on a very ambitious and extensive 47,000-mile tour. They visited some lands where there were few or even no witnesses.
Why go to a place with no witnesses?
The country they visited, they connected with the local congregations in private homes. They attended their meetings, and they accompanied the local publishers to the homes of interested ones.
What is
This doesn't seem impressive.
I was trying to read what was going on here.
Oh yeah, just joy of all people.
Is that some old convention or something?
I wonder if that was a holiday. I don't know. I always wondered about previous holidays because I know back then, I think they were still celebrating Christmas at Bethel, right, in the 40s? Or is that something that stopped by then?
I don't know when the date on that was, but I know there's probably some brainiac in chat that's going to tell us within the next 30 seconds. So there's always that.
Hopefully.
That's the nice thing about streaming is you get live corrections. Like, Wally, you're a moron.
It's a think tank. I love it. I love having a think tank.
It's great.
Once for group meetings, and they often rented venues for public meetings. Brothers Noor and Henschel went on the streets to advertise the talk that evening. And then Brother Noor himself even rode with bicycle parades.
I do like in the olden days how confident they were in their message, though, that they would be going out, like the actual president is going out there, talking on the street. That's not going to happen with governing body members.
Oh, yeah. No, you wouldn't see. I mean, you saw Tony dressed up in his Ninja Turtles costume and all that. The trench coat and the hat to sneak out. I'm not calling him a Ninja Turtle, by the way. That's just how you dress in Brooklyn. Straight out.
No, yeah, Donatello was sneaking around.
Right. That's what Raphael went to his movie and all that. That's just what they wore in that movie. That's what the joke is. I'm not saying he looks like a Ninja Turtle. But he went to do that to go get
What's
whiskey.
interesting
So there you
was
go. They don't want to be
in
seen.
one
Small
setting,
detail.
there was a threatening note that was received.
Oh.
Well, things don't always turn out as planned. Brother Noor and Brother Henschel had a service tour of countries in Africa. One of those was Nigeria, and they were to give talks at 2 conventions. One of those conventions was 400 miles away and involved a road trip. So they got off to an early start at 3:30 in the morning.
That sounds like
the
when I wake
trip,
up.
they
God damn.
started to have car problems. Those car problems turned into a grueling 18-hour delay, and they realized they weren't going to make the convention. So they decided to go back to the branch in Lagos. But the return trip took 20.
Wait, hold on. Maybe this is just me being pedantic, but you had car troubles. It looks like you're halfway there. Why did you turn around? Why did they turn around?
I guess it got worse and they turned around and it took longer, I guess, that time.
But you're almost there, my man. Just okay. It's not my car. It's not my time.
Roads and additional car problems. They get back to the branch. They take a very brief rest, and they're on to the next branch.
What's the new book? God Will Comfort.
That's probably apostate.
Oh yeah, it's funny how this guy's got like little action figures of old like toy, like the sound cars and things that they had, and he's got like a little Ark of the Covenant back here too. I think this guy's actually a nerd.
I think he's a collector of some sort.
he's a card carrier.
Here's the question: Does he have a pyramid amongst those?
Ooh, that would be pretty huge.
Do we see a pyramid in there? I can't really tell.
I don't see one.
I don't see one either. That's a shame. We'll find one later.
But my God, that would be great. He's just a collector.
Noor loved the brothers and he enjoyed being with them. I remember very well how after his concluding talk, he waved to the brothers. And we in the audience,
handkerchiefs
and
I love it.
The good old days when everyone had handkerchiefs.
That was not all. He and Brother Henschel then went.
You guys want like my big brain strat for for going to weddings? Because a lot of times if people like gave little speeches or something, people would cry. I always kept an extra handkerchief. That way I could comfort like a cute girl that started crying. It was pretty smart. Never worked, but you know.
JW wedding crashes.
It was much better than my Tinder experience, that's for sure.
I was thinking about going on there, but in the full armor, just to see what happens.
I think it would be overwhelmingly successful, but what do I know?
It'll be brilliant. We'll see what happens.
Went to the railroad station to say farewell to the brothers leaving in special trains. They called out Auf Wiedersehen, Gute Reise, and they stayed there till
good fortune and see you soon, I guess.
Comfort.
Goodbye.
Cool.
So they said it in their native language. Basically, they say goodbye in the native language. That's supposed to impress us.
Dan D said, "Are these guys part of the overlapping generation?" Absolutely.
They have to be.
I think they're like a triple overlap generation at this point.
Was not granted by the authorities because of religious interference, but not wanting to miss an opportunity to encourage the Greek brothers, Brother Noor came up with an alternate plan. He and Brother Henschel would take taxis to the homes of local brothers, where they would give a talk for approximately 20 minutes. Then they would go on to another home. Even though they risked arrest because of meeting together, they were able to meet with 905 of the Greek brothers.
They're putting in work.
Day, Brother Noor wrote, "It was one of the most blessed experiences of our lives."
Again, admirable efforts there, but it just seems so, like waste. It's so weird. Also, like how big a risk is it just taking a taxi to someone's house, hanging out with them for 20 minutes, and then taking off? Like, who's going out of their way to? I'm sure it happened because we know what happened in what's the best way to say this? World War II Germany. We'll say that because I know I'm not allowed to say a certain word.
Yeah.
We know what happened in World War II Germany, and bad people did bad things to people who didn't deserve it, including Jehovah's Witnesses, for that very reason. But yeah, I mean,
it's whenever they try and pump themselves up, you're like, wow, that actually did, some good. But then you think, wait, what was it all for? Like, You went and hung out with your friends and had coffee and cookies for 20 minutes?
Did a
Yeehaw.
20-minute talk and then into the next cab or whatever, I guess.
I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go take a quick little tinkle break. So if anyone needs to go to the bathroom, stretch your legs, now's the time.
Now might be the time. I think I will do the same. I'm just going to do as my host does.
Okay, we'll be right back.
All right.
Hey. Let me.
I do believe we are back.
There we are. Can you? I should probably do this. You can't see my other screen, can you?
I cannot yet. I can just see Brother Cox.
Okay, cool. I had to look over. Anyway, haha, he. His last name was funny.
Yeah, no, we have to make the joke.
Yeah, it's just contractually obligated.
Yes.
Gmail. All right, just doing one quick thing.
Oh, Dandy's got a good point. Yeah, you couldn't even hear at these conventions with the tiny speakers and the echo. You just clapped when everyone did, right?
Oh my God, that's facts. Let me remove that.
Honestly, I looked up at the rafters. We always had them in like Yankee Stadium for one. So again, that's aging me a little bit. And we had them at Madison Square Garden, McNichols Arena, and places like that, and all that. So I'd look up at the rafters and see the championships, and I'd imagine Spider-Man kind of swinging through and draw webs in the corners of my nose.
The exact same thing. I would have like.
We might be the same person. Okay, this is confirmed. Darth and Wally are the same person.
It's pretty much.
We've confirmed it.
It seems consistent. Well, at least put that out.
I do love that we had a similar experience and we've been able to connect over this. You have no idea how much this means to me. So thank you.
That's hilarious. Did I? Let me just say that. Let me know if.
Yep, Dodger Stadium. There it is.
Boom.
Gosh.
Boom.
Remember,
Sorry, guys. I'm a professional. I'm a professional. Okay. Do I want to keep being Team Rocket? I think I'm done being Team Rocket. I'm gonna be.
That blast off at the speed of new light.
Pardon?
Oh no! Team Rocket blast off at the speed of new light.
That's actually pretty good. I like that. Hey, James Higginbottom. That's a fun name. Higginbottom. Is that your actual last name? Because that is hype as hell. You
Definitely beats Cox with an X.
Yeah, Dan D is really cued us into the mainframe here.
Yeah.
It's really bad too if you were part of any like special department where you had to sit at one of the tables like around a corner or something, or you were an attendant in like one of the corners, because like the speakers are literally set up just for people in the audience and you couldn't hear anything. My worst attendant. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say we were lucky. We got to be me and my siblings. We got to be, I guess, brothers. Obviously, it's hard to be gender ambiguous in this religion if you did anything. Yeah, me and my brother. We were parking attendants, so we just had we had the radio on. So we had the radio on, so we'd be able to listen from there, but we wouldn't really pay attention.
I did parking once, and I never wanted to do it ever again because it was hot as hell.
No,
in a suit.
It was all asphalt, like July heat. No matter where you were, it was painful.
No, it's no good. No matter where you are in the country, it's brutal. And then everyone made fun of me for bringing an umbrella the next day because I'm like, well, why not just bring an umbrella? And you're like, oh, you can't handle the heat. I'm like, no, I just don't want to look like a sweaty, disgusting pig.
Like, I just don't want to die of heat stroke. Not trying to get to the new world that way.
You wear a scarf out in the ministry, and people are like, "Ooh, look at him, real fancy boy."
Oh God, that was always their favorite thing to ask about. I had one brother that would always ask about like any teacher that showed any level of gentle discipline. He'd always be like, "Oh, so the principal's a little bit of a sissy boy there." His quote, not mine. And I was just like, "Geez, brother, are you calm down, man? We don't even know the man."
Yeah, why are we participating in this behavior?
Right, it was awful. I mean, even if he was, it's like, well, whose business is that? But you know.
Wait, your last. Wait, so was that the 20 like 15, 24 or 2014 convention series, Lo? Because that was pretty huge. I know a lot of people like left right around that same time period because they had the international conventions, and then it was like bang, Australian Royal Commission.
Right. And that's right about when they started the broadcasting, wasn't it? 2014ish.
Yeah, I think that was all right in that same. There was like the New Bible, then there was the broadcasting, the international conventions, and then the Australian Royal Commission. Just like bang, bang, bang. Everyone's like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. But no, the worst job I ever had at a convention was we had elevator attendants. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, like, you guys had what?
I don't understand. I'm assuming they just thought that kids would be making. Oh, that was in 2019. Okay, but making out in the elevators or something, and so they wanted someone there to press a button. But it was the worst job because you couldn't even have a radio because you're in an elevator, so it doesn't work. And the person that was supposed to relieve me, because the site or the little time slot I had was for like an hour and a half. The person never came to relieve me, and the person after them didn't. I was in an elevator for 5 hours. Now I am one of like, I always am moving around. Like you guys watch me. Like I'm constantly just like in motion. That's just how I am. And I get really antsy. It was one of the most terrifying experiences of my entire life. It was god awful. It was actual torture. And at one point I just left. I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I'm out. I'm out of here. This assignment, no, this is not it. But
it would have been perfect. You could have had a sister in there. You could have been a teenager making out. It would have been the perfect crime.
It would have been the perfect crime, but no, good little Wally boy was just trying to do his assignment and sitting on this goddamn chair. And then I wanted to actually hear what was going on. So then for a while I just like would hold the button open, but then someone was like, "Oh man, I couldn't get on the elevator for like 5 minutes." I was like, "Oh, whoops. My bad." I don't know what platform interview stuff means, but
Oh yeah, a platform. You remember when they take you on the stage and then you relate an experience? And
Oh God,
yo,
yeah.
this is how Jehovah sustained me through my awful
Oh
schoolmates and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I prayed for.
I endured for 5 hours, and through Holy Spirit, I was able to attend that elevator even when those less faithful brothers didn't show up.
I prayed for Holy Spirit because I was thirsty, and God gave me saliva to
There you go.
myself. Let me see real quick. Got it. Okay. Join any time. Boom. All right, let's get wild. We've already made it 6 minutes. That's pretty good for a Wally stream.
Times, but during the 50s, our work was under ban. Brother Franz wanted to encourage
Brother
the local
Cox.
brothers, but he was especially concerned for their safety. On this one event, Brother Franz and his driver decided to park their car near the home of their host, a certain Brother Garcia, who was a mechanic. So with the hood of the car open, they asked a neighbor, "Is there a mechanic in the area?" Of course, he was referred to Brother Garcia. Brother Garcia then looked at the car and said, "Your car needs to come into my shop." That was the opportunity for Brother Franz to meet some local brothers and sisters. When it was time to walk to the meeting later that day, Brother Franz decided to wear the beret and a sheepskin coat typical for the area so that he would safely blend in with his brothers.
Well, these brothers were...
Well,
what a trial.
So much to unpack there. He's showing up with a driver first off. Like,
I noticed that right away. I was like, and him and his driver.
Right, him and his driver. How many of you fellow apostates have a driver that's taking you through Spain? Like,
don't worry though. It's not just a vacation. This is hard work.
Of course not.
This is hard work. Wait,
it's
so
hard work to talk to the people that are going in the garage of the person that you're going to go see anyway, and you just so happen to break.
And the whole time they were talking about having car problems, he wasn't even driving. Like, he was just sitting in the back, like, chilling.
Like, oh, the car's going down. What a shame. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. I think Brother Garcia's got to be here. Hey, look at that. The guy we were going to go see anyway. What Holy Spirit.
Oh, well, at least they were trying to safely blend in, because that was the big priority here.
Right.
Good golly.
A very loving and courageous man. They worked very hard to keep the brothers and countries under ban fired up with zeal, even risking their own safety. Brother Franz actually was arrested while meeting with the brothers in Barcelona.
Higginbottom, that is your last name. Hey, that's pretty cool. Your wife is a JW and is on her computer with her JW friends.
Not a JW. Oh, so you're a non-believing spouse. Wow.
Oh, well, thanks for coming and hanging out.
See, James was the real war hero over here. If we're gonna go ahead and give Brother Franz some props over here, we should need to give James some. He's been under fire for 20 years.
Shout out to James, for having a fantastic last name, and yeah, for 20 years. So, like, was there a reason she stopped trying to convert you, or is it because you're an apostate follower? I mean, obviously you're hanging out here with us morons, so I reckon.
The usual gang of idiots, as they say.
Wow. Okay. Support to you both. Hey, thanks, Techie Ben.
Thanks, Ben. Appreciate
everyone. Shout outs to Higginbottom.
Yeah, mad shout out.
If I ever change my name, it probably will be Higginbottom. Unless it's something like really cool in Greek, like the Mysticles.
Spain.
Well, these schedules.
The audio from the JW video is too low. Oh, okay. My bad. I can
We're
turn
just jamming out to it over here.
It was a little bit loud for me, but maybe I can just turn my... I don't know if it goes off my...
It should go off of the source audio there, so whatever your desktop audio is.
Oh, okay. God, it was loud for me.
So if you turn your individual speakers down, it won't affect it.
Okay.
Those that they kept, they must have been exhausting. If a country under ban was on the itinerary, they might pay a visit to government officials to promote legalization of our work.
Brother
Promote
Noor visited
legalization,
all
baby.
of the branches.
You gotta legalize it, man.
Brothers, and he talked with the missionaries. But in the 1950s, there was much growth, and that proved to be too much for him alone. So he decided that
Is
it
Sister
would
Fister
be
here?
appropriate to train some of us brothers so that.
I didn't know she was here. Oh, is that Tales from the Cult? Is that
Yep, Tales from the Cult right there.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's going on?
I love how they're allowed to get involved. They're not allowed to get involved in any government work or anything like that, except when it comes down to legalizing the preaching work, because that's totally fine. You can protest for that, but you can't go out for Black Lives Matter or for Roe versus Wade or anything along those lines. You know, if you want any rights for gay people or, you know, queer people in general, you know, brown people or women, that's not okay. But for a largely white American religion, totally fine to go to the local government and tell them, hey, come on, square up.
Their priorities are so fucked. Like it is silly. It's really silly on how they can over prioritize their own importance in such just goofy ways. Like knocking on...
James' wife did catch him listening to you.
Oh no. I hope I wasn't saying something bad. She gave up because she knew she was never going to convert me. Also, she kept me listening to apostate videos. Oh. Well, I'm sorry about that, man. It sounds like a sort of a rough scenario, but I mean, if you guys have been together 20 years, I'm assuming that there's at least a decent relationship at the foundation of everything. So
it might actually even be a relationship based on mutual interest and attraction.
That would be a
Instead
wild
of
concept.
The love of Jehovah. Love of Jehovah.
God, yeah. Imagine actually being with someone because you want to be with them.
Oh, right.
Oh God, that is wild.
We could assist in that work and see that the shepherding is done.
Speaking of
and
white religion,
is done in unity.
On a service tour of Africa in 1963, Brother Henschel attended the convention at Gabarna, Liberia. Suddenly, soldiers invaded the convention. They arrested Brother Henschel and others. He was mistreated, beaten with a rifle butt to the point where he thought.
What do you mean by that, Desmond?
What's Desmond say? That's a weird thing to say.
I mean,
especially when you're talking to two, you can't tell with me, but I am indeed of brown descent, I'll say.
There's certain aspects I definitely find are very unproductive. And like, okay, well, are you offering solutions or are you just yelling?
Is it the movement or is it like the organization specifically? Like I know there's an organization that's also got some corporate corruption in there. So that is
we're not making fun of you, we're just like asking what you mean by it. Also, you're about to have another black dude come on stream here.
All black stream.
Yeah.
All ambiguously brown, at least.
Oh my goodness. Well, okay. Well, we'll see if Desmond
thought he was going to die. But he remained on the scene to encourage and assist the brothers to be faithful, to avoid compromise. And when finally he was released, instead of going home, he completed his assignment to visit other branches, and upon return, never acted the part of a hero or a martyr. It was just the cost of doing the Lord's business.
Well, the headquarters representatives wanted the best for delegates to a convention.
What's that?
I'm just saying that he's, hey, you never played the part of a hero or martyr. Yeah, no, y'all just elevated him to that. But, you know, not to say he didn't suffer, obviously. I mean, he was just, for all intents and purposes, we'll just say altruistically practicing his religion. We're going to assume he didn't do any harmful Watchtower practices. So, yeah, it was really messed up what happened there. Highly illegal, literal war crime, 100%. But, you know, it's the hindsight. It might just be me. I don't know.
I doubt it.
The hypocrisy
I doubt it.
Staggering. Like I've been trying to force choke the video this whole time.
This is pretty contracted. But anyway, okay,
were known to personally inspect venues
I believe in
and
us.
even negotiate contracts.
In more recent times, Brother Jairus personally visited hotels to make sure that there was a proper standard of comfort and cleanliness. He even tested out the beds.
Brother Noor was well aware of the
Wait, hold on.
situation that the brothers were facing in the Saudi.
Jairus personally visited hotels to make sure that there was a proper standard of comfort and cleanliness. He even tested out the beds.
I mean, I could just make a tested out the beds joke and we could move on.
Did he test out the pillows while he was at it?
Thank you for taking a nap in my hotel room before I did that. That was real helpful.
I'm going to test all the beds and make sure it's okay for you brothers and sisters here. You can even bring the... No, never mind. I won't make the joke.
Me and my driver are just going to go test out the bed. BRB.
Noor was well aware of the situation that the brothers...
Sorry, one more thing. I just like to highlight that this is apparently still a practice. I think Marcus Vaughn, from what I understand, I think it was a video he did, highlighted that convention hotels that are picked give the organization a little bit of a kickback, and they're not especially a good deal. I'm not sure how true that is.
It's absolutely true. When I was working with the international convention here, yeah, it was actually kind of crazy. They did it with a tour bus that like stuff too, and the people, like the candidates that are showing up, they have to pay like full pop for it. But yeah, no, it's 100% true.
Wow. Yeah. So I'm glad that practice has endured since the 1950s.
So I the tours that I did, I like had to pay, you know, the actual tour company and like give them sign and give them the check and everything.
Right.
And I just like did a quick calculation because that's where I met my ex-wife. And I just asked her like, well, how much was it for you? And I did the quick calculation. I'm like, wait, so on each of these tours, like Watchtower is actually making $500. And there was like, I mean, a lot of tours, like hundreds of tours that they were doing. It was wild. But anyway, yeah, no, that's absolutely true. I mean, it's true if you believe me, but if you don't believe me, then
I think JT brought it up on his channel too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've seen it on a couple of Best Live channels, so this wasn't sure entirely.
Yeah, if you trust me, then you can bet your sweet ass it's true.
Bet your bippy.
What'd you say?
I said bet your bippy.
Facing in the Soviet Union. He wrote many letters in which he called on the brothers to live in harmony under the direction of the organization. One such letter fell into the hands of the KGB. They altered it. But when Brother Noor was told about it, he drew the brothers' attention to the spirit of the letter. Because from the spirit of the letter, it would be evident immediately whether it was a letter from the organization or a forged
Hey, Bear
letter.
Woody, how's it going?
This was because the spirit of the organization serves to unite.
Desmond.
It's almost as if you were to read apostate material that was published by Watchtower but is no longer considered true, you'd still be able to tell if it was a forgery based on the spirit of the document. But what do I know? I'm a filthy cyborg apostate.
Yeah, he's not even a real person. He's me. We're actually the same person. This is
Same
just
person entirely on more levels than we thought.
Elaborate scam.
This is for a caveman, this is like a really great special effect. I'm really impressed.
I know. Well, why? I guess if people can't use the argument that we've never been on screen together anymore, so now the conspiracy can run deeper. Desmond has replied to our question. The women's who helped found Black Lives Matters receive billions in funding and don't really care about so-called Black Lives. They are Wicker, the governing body. Okay.
Yeah, so the corporate corruption. Okay, I recognize the corporate corruption.
I mean,
I think the
probably
movement still obviously has merit, but that organization being prone to corruption, yes. No,
organizations tend to do that a lot of times. So really sad, but we have to deal with reality, not the reality that we have to deal with the reality we live in, not the reality we want. So yeah, totally. Yes, sir. Okay. Anyway,
unite the brothers, not divide them.
All this attention to the international activity was taking place while simultaneously directing the work and expansion at world headquarters.
I like this music.
Handling various legal issues, organizing and speaking at international activity
Empire.
was taking place while simultaneously directing the work and expansion at world headquarters. Handling various legal issues, organizing and speaking at conventions throughout the United States,
building up the
Gilead School
headquarters.
lectures and graduation, annual meeting, various
That is
legal
too funny.
The Death Star. I mean, Bethel will be complete.
This is too comical.
Activity was taking place
Bun, what's
while
going on?
simultaneously directing the work and expansion at world headquarters, handling various legal issues, organizing and speaking at conventions throughout the United
Hey,
States.
it's Yankee Stadium.
Gilead School lectures, graduation, annual meeting programs, and all the while taking care of their own spiritual well-being
nice pearl
and that
necklace.
of
I
their
wonder if
wife
those are real.
if married.
The next few decades would see even greater growth, but greater challenges.
To be continued.
Oh, there's another part to this?
Oh, crap. You got to be kidding me. That was
It took us an hour to get through the first part.
Desmond, you're all good, my man. It's all fine. I was born in Sarasota, so
It's okay.
I never actually went to school.
The school
Fun
system
fact
is
about
failed us
Wally,
all.
I've never attended a school of any kind at any point in my life ever.
Oh, you're a homeschooled kid.
Sure, you could call it that. I think no school might be a little bit more appropriate, but that was new school, or not new school, but no school.
Oh, did you go to? Oh, well, here's a question. Did you ever go to one of those JW schools there? I did go to a JW kindergarten.
You went to? Oh, you actually went to one of those?
I actually went to one of those. So
oh, goddamn!
Yeah, no, we went to a real. It was in New York,
Uh-huh.
so which is a real epicenter of it. But we did go to one. Well, I went to one. My siblings were too young. By the time we moved, we were done with it. But I went to one, I think, from the ages of 3 to 5. So it was more of a nursery school sort of thing. But we had our book bag. I had a Thomas the Tank Engine book bag, and it was filled with my book of Bible stories. I had my song book in it, and then that's what we'd do. And I instead of like ice cream, they gave us iced tea. It was weird. The whole thing was weird. And they'd spank you there if you got out of line, and they write a note, and then you bring it back to your parents. And then
was it like an official like policy, like it's okay to spank people, or is it something that just kind of happened?
Oh no, I think it was part of the culture mostly, but it was they write a note to your parents. You get spanked, and then everyone would also get spanked when they got home because of that. And I think it's because it's culturally appropriate to do in the Jehovah's Witness religion. So like the dragging them back to the bathroom during a meeting. If you know, you know.
Well, I mean, I think they were worried about you dressing up as a character and becoming an apostate. And they wanted to spank it out of you early on in life.
Definitely. Yeah, they did a wonderful job.
They did such a great fucking job of that one.
I like to think I'm only about 10% as scary as my book of Bible stories.
Really?
I wanted to do something scarier, but I just couldn't pull it off.
Oh, I think you could go full on, like maybe like some blood dripping down from the hands. That could be pretty badass.
Yeah, I could do something. I could do something, but that's still not going to beat the giant pool of blood under Abel's like arm from when he came to the second story.
Yeah, that is wild. Or the person getting completely blasted off of the Tower of Babel.
Oh yeah.
You just getting chucked off.
That book was metal. That book was so freaking metal. And
I was like, God damn, this is intense. I was not expecting this at all as a child. Well, I don't think they have a part 2. Like governing, like wouldn't it be here?
You figure maybe it's not out yet. Maybe it was a cliffhanger. It was an intentional cliffhanger.
Well, maybe they were like, this first one was such dog shit that we're too embarrassed. I didn't know.
We'll get the proper spiritual food at the proper time, Wally.
Have you guys seen these? I didn't know this section existed.
What is this?
It's like the history section. History in
Motion.
songs.
Oh, I did see the song one actually. I have seen that one.
Okay, I haven't seen any.
How they stopped singing for a while, and then they also changed song lyrics because it would imply that women are teaching, and you can't do that because you're a woman, of course. Your X chromosomes make it not okay to teach, apparently.
The things that they spend their time on.
This is what our money is going to, or our money went to, I should say. This is where all the money went. Your parents' money, your your wife's money, your husband's money, your family's money is going to this.
Good God.
And lawsuits, but we won't talk about those.
Yeah.
Oh, while I'm on here, can I shout out somebody?
Yeah.
Can I shout out Kevin McFree, the creator of Dubtown, because he defeated the Watchtower legal defense over Dubtown?
Oh, did he?
Yep, he did. They dropped the case. The case has been dismissed. Watchtower gave up on it. So 3 years, a war of attrition, and they dropped it, so he's safe. They didn't get his name, and they're not taking his content down, so he won.
Oh, hey, shout outs to Kevin McFree. Those videos were super funny.
Love those videos. They're really great. I showed those to Commander Fives, and she thinks that they're hilarious.
Yeah, they're the New World Society in action.
Ooh.
What are some of these?
New World Society. I thought the New World was coming later, but yeah, we do like we did like to say society. I keep saying we.
You are about to take a historic journey.
Well, he is all kin.
Oh, this looks like it would be fun. Huh? That could be
Okay, I'm
something.
done to jump into it.
Yeah, that's.
What's that one? Knock knock.
Which one?
There's one that says knock knock a little ways up.
Oh, that was the first one that I looked at, and not just because of the thumbnail. The power of the thumbnail.
We wanted to share a portrayal of life as a witness back in the early 1900s.
Cool. That could be interesting. Let me go and.
Is that who I think it is? Is that Charles Taze?
The Kingdom, 100 years and counting.
He's got a beard. He's the only guy that could possibly be on a thumbnail that they proudly show with a beard.
What is the story with the beard? Because like is it just like Rutherford's time, and he was against beards and was trying to like make a paradigm shift in the overall like feel of the organization, and
So from what I understand, and this is all anecdotal by the way, so I can't prove it in any which way. So from what I understand, it sounds like Brother Russell and Brother Rutherford were rivals. So after Russell died, Rutherford decided that he hated beards because it reminded him too much of Russell. So from what I understand, there was an instance where he told another brother, as they say, if you shave that beard, I will give you the money for XYZ item in the preaching work. And they did that, and it just kind of took off or something along those lines.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
So
that's what I hear. That's the real reason behind it, and of course, our reason for not having for not having a beard. The reason that they gave us was that it looked worldly and unkept or whatever. Something about dress and grooming.
So the funny thing is, when I went to Europe, there was like elders and stuff with beards, and like the rules and regulations on them are kind of wild, because it would be like, well, you can be an elder but you can't give parts on the assembly if you have a beard, or a convention, but you could still serve as an elder. And
They always heard that the Canadian brothers were allowed
Okay.
to have them because it was socially acceptable and because it's cold up there, so it's just part of keeping you warm. So it was more of a
Yeah.
practicality sort of thing, and that you could, but I don't know, it was like a conscience matter up there or something like that. Like a mustache is fine, unless you're white for some reason. If you're brown, it's fine to have a mustache, but if you're white, it's not. I never saw a single brother with a mustache that was white in my congregation for some reason.
Oh, interesting. We had tons and tons.
Yeah, we didn't have very many of them.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'd always thought it was weird, but as an ethnic brother, so you could be black or Hispanic. I think we had like one Asian.
And then it's cool suddenly.
Yeah, it was totally fine. Couldn't have a beard. I got counseled for having a beard, and when I say beard, it was like
The
a
5
teenage,
o'clock
like
shadow.
scruffy goatee sort of thing. Hadn't even fully grown in yet. It was like 15-year-old me. I got counseled for it.
a 15-year-old with his massive beard. Oh yeah,
yes, massive bushy beard.
Yeah, I'm sure it was stumbling so many people in the
congregation.
congregation.
So I had to beg my dad to teach me how to shave, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I guess if it's gonna interfere with your part," because he wasn't going, but he was like, "Oh, you're on the ministry school. We got to make sure you look the part. So let's go ahead and get you into the old. Let's get you into the bathroom. Let's go ahead and get you all shaved up. Come on, boy."
That's
And
wild.
that's just how it went.
I always found it hilarious, even as a witness, when okay, you can have facial hair here, but you can't have it here.
It's got to stop right about here. It has to stop right.
It's just the strangest thing. Like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Like, what? Why and where are you drawing these lines? And what scripture are you going to reference in order to prove this?
Well, have you seen the old clean shaven Jesus from the Rutherford era?
Clean shaven Jesus?
There's a clean shaven Jesus.
No shot.
Getting baptized. Oh, I wish I was making that up. Hang on.
No shot.
No cap on that.
Wild.
No JW clean shaven Jesus. It's him and John the Baptist in there. He is blonde, blonde haired, blue eyed.
Really?
Hang on. Let me see if I can find it. There is one. It's been a while since. Oh, here it is. 1954 Watchtower. No cap on this. Read him and weep. Let's see. Actually, come to think of it, well, you don't have a Darth name, do you?
I don't have a Darth name.
We need to get you a Darth name. Here it is. Read him and weep.
Whoa!
John
Whoa!
No cap. No cap. It happened. Let me see if I can find the original image over here. But yeah, here it is. No cap. It's funny. John's got a beard, but Jesus, blonde hair, blue eyed, no beard. That's Jesus.
Oh my God! He looks like Willy Wonka.
Right.
Oh my God.
It's just mortifying, isn't it?
Oh,
so that was a real thing. That was from a
tears.
1950s
That
Watchtower.
is the funniest thing ever. Oh my God.
Yes. Search your. I was going to tell you. I think Apostle Babe beat me to it. I was going to tell you to search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Pretty much. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes, that's the thing that happened.
Well, maybe we'll watch one of these other goofy goobers real quick, and I'm gonna go grab a quick snack because I did not have breakfast, and it's almost noon, and I'm a little hungry. So give me just 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. And I'm sure you guys will be fine without your Lord and Savior Wally. I'm not your savior, and I'm not your Lord. Actually, can I be a Lord instead of a Darth?
You can. Well, I mean, a Darth is a Lord. So.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck that one up.
how about Darth ZZ? You can be Darth ZZ.
Darth ZZ?
Yeah.
That's not bad. Okay.
Darth ZZ. Oh yes, some of this old Watchtower literature and this old imagery. Yeah, there it is. There's Darth ZZ. There's a man. That's how you know it's a good time. But yeah, it's just like some of the weirdest imagery. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't read about it. It fascinates me. No way. Oh man. Yeah, I love it, Darth ZZ. Oh, Louis Caesar. Let me see what he had to say about that. I consider myself privileged since my dad, CEO, in his library of all the Rousseau books back to 1925 onwards. That's all I needed to wake up from the cult. Watchtower enemy is their own books. I 100% agree. I think that is their kryptonite. That's their critical weakness. That's their Achilles heel, is that they don't do enough to bury their history. And that's their major issue. They don't do enough to address or bury their history, and their lack of transparency is what's, I think, going to collapse them ultimately. It's just like the Jedi before them. The corruption is what's going to get them, I think. Yeah, there it is. Oh no, Darth Father. Oh yeah, little echo. Hang on. I don't think I can really control the echo. It might be Wally's headphones. Oh, Homer, yes, there was indeed a JW letter to, let's say, the German commander, because you're not allowed to say his name on YouTube, and I don't want to get Wally demonetized or in trouble. But yes, I think it was or Judge Rutherford. Yeah, it was Joseph Rutherford that wrote that. And there was also something called a
I'm just
Declaration
heating
of
up
Facts.
some
Look up.
tortilla soup that I made last night. I'll be one minute, okay?
No worries. Yeah, we were just talking about the Declaration of Facts.
Oh, yeehaw!
Without saying,
the words.
Commander's name. Yeah,
We wouldn't
it's
want
a
to
challenge.
upset the gods.
Right. the real God, the real Jehovah, the
Exactly.
YouTube algorithm.
YouTube algorithm. All right, I'll be right back.
Of course. Yeah, there it is. Documented facts. Apostate has it. LOH, yeah, I'm hearing the. Oh, I think we sorted the echo. Maybe. David John. We've written letters to Putin. Yeah, always poke the bear. Very much. Yeah, that's right. It was printed in the yearbook. I think the 1934 yearbook was that Declaration of Facts and all. But yeah, I think some of the most damning Watchtower material is that of their own. If I'm being perfectly frank, if I can say that. Yeah, Homer. I'll just have to say the commander because I can say the German commander of World War II. I can say those words. I just can't say the word that starts with N, not to be confused with the N word. Or I think even the F word that would mean commander in German. Have not seen Under the Banner of Heaven. Would love to watch that. Oh yeah, definitely. Over the top responses for sure, Ben. Agreed. Like releasing 1,000,000 bunnies on someone else. I quite like that. The fact, so yeah, this fact is so manifest across America. The proverb is concerning. Cities like New York, which says, "Oh yes, that's right. I do remember that. That was super anti-Semitic. It was really xenophobic and racist and intolerant. Absolutely terrible. I remember that. Yep. Yeah. LOH at lol has it in here. Yeah, it's all pretty rough. And guys, those are direct quotes from it. So lol's not being like an anti-Semite or anything like that. Those are actual quotes from the document, just to be clear. It's pretty dark and disturbing, frankly. Fascinating that it ever got published. I mean, I think in this day and age, it would have collapsed the entire religion. Personally, I think. I had to fix the helmets. I was losing visual scanning. Visual scanning has returned. Yeah, ask if people be spared. Yeah, I mean, could you imagine what would have happened if the war went a different way? Yeah, but JW articles were really, really racist and homophobic and like xenophobic back in the day. They were rough. I might be a little loud. Well, you get an echo on your end?
No.
That's weird. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, I don't know. Sounds fine to me. No different than what I have heard previously.
All right. All well.
All is well. Thanks for holding it down for my adventures. See, that's the real reason I like to have my friends come on stream.
Makes life a little easier for you.
It just makes life better. So I'm not gone for 5 minutes and everyone's just sitting there like, well, I guess we'll just look at ZZ drinking out of Wally's water. And
well, I mean, we do enjoy that too.
It's all part of the game. Anyway, got tortilla soup from last night. Pretty tasty. I made some chicken broth, and I always make like a big giant thing of chicken broth, so that way I can use it for like multiple meals. And I had some ancho and some chipotle and some Anaheim and some poblano peppers. So I was like, I might make a little cozy tortilla soup before summer. Last time for like a comfort meal before summer kicks off, and it's all salads all day long. Anyway, which were we gonna do the knock knock video?
Oh, we should.
I like how the whole thing started with actually having a plan, and then it immediately just goes to shit. That's
how you can tell it's a Wally stream.
It sounds about right. God damn it. Well, now I'm gonna have to watch this video on my own. That's gonna suck. Okay. Boom.
We wanted to share a portrayal of life as a witness back in the early 1900s.
And I would like
this
to hear it.
Unique dramatization about the endurance needed as a kingdom proclaimer was previously shown to delegates at some international conventions held in one city in 2014. This is a gift video that we received.
So they're already like, what is with them and not giving specifics? I just don't understand. Some
the vaguer
people
it is,
at a city, I don't know.
I think my theory is it's the same as why they don't really highlight their old materials or they're vague about it, because if someone actually sees it and actually gets the context behind it, it completely torpedoes the message.
Exactly.
That's my guess anyway.
That sounds reasonable to me.
The title is Knock Knock.
Who's there? Come on, why didn't he finish the joke? Oh, wait, is this...
I think the video is the joke.
Is this real? Wait, this could be like a second version of that one that we watched like a month ago about like the bad kids, and I can't even remember what it was called.
Is this Reefer Madness?
This is... It's got their watermark on it. This is real. Okay.
Oh.
Well, buckle up, buckos, because we're about to get wild. I was like literally... that was cool.
What?
What is going on here?
Oh, it's a speaker car. Okay.
The car is called the Kingdom Messenger. Bringing you warning from Jehovah.
Can you imagine Tony Morris and Sam Hurd rolling in there? Quick, Morris, the messenger mobile.
Okay, but can we establish what kind of car it is? Because I mean, it looks like it's the Jaguar symbol, but it's like a hound dog. Maybe because they like hound people. What is the symbol on the front of the car here?
It's hard to tell.
I don't know. I don't know if I can zoom in. Can I? Or I could just
zoom in
do this. Control Start Shift S. We can do this. Boom. ZZ, you're in the way. ZZ, you gotta move. Now I didn't get my screenshot. Thanks, ZZ. You're useless. Okay. Shift S. Boom. I do this. That goes here. And then wait, why isn't my... Oh, there it is. That's not the right one. Okay. Why is it not? Huh? Why isn't my snipping tool working? Where is it going? Okay, I'm over the bit.
Let's see how that goes.
Hey, Dale. I don't know if there's a name, but... He straight up hit him with the Derek Zoolander. It's the blue steel. You ready? It's the blue steel, baby.
Straight up, really.
This is good stuff. What is this fake mustache?
Isn't that weird Darrow guy that does the JW.org defense videos?
Who?
Oh, you haven't heard of this guy. I'll have to message him to you later. But there's this dude that he really hates XJW Smurf Girl for some reason.
Oh.
And he looks a lot like that guy. Like just like real big, intimidating looking dude and all that. So this.
But you know
the
what?
Same vibe.
You need to extend the warranty on your car. He is here to help.
Extend the warranty on the Kingdom Messenger.
Extend the warranty on your belief system. More like it's bound to be outdated here pretty soon. What did you say, Lo? Golden Age, October 12th. Note just shortly after Spanish flu saying that vaccines are from the devil. Oh yeah, I've read that before. That was actually pretty wild. Hey, Capitan, what's going on?
Oh, Capitan in the house.
What up? I don't think we've ever actually talked Capitan, but you're welcome to come on stream if you ever want to.
Did he just go into convulsions?
I don't.
Watch it. What, yeah, like next little click over
there.
How unorthodox.
He went full on not Jabba the Hutt. What's the Gungan? The Gungan ruler.
Be gone with him.
What's on this paper though?
Oh, that's I think that's like the actual record cover.
Wow.
Vital message of immediate concern from Judge Rutherford.
More than 638 million of the population written by him? Huh? God, I wish I could read that. Huh. I should probably streaming areas of desk right now, putting in a new desk. Oh, okay. Well, hey, whenever your new desk and everything is all set up, you're more than welcome to join. Just send me a message on, I don't know. I'm back on social medias, so if you send me a message on Facebook or Twitter or Discord, I'll actually read it. I'm not almost there. Okay. Well, let's let it ride, baby.
Apparently, this man has seen the Australian Royal Commission. He wants nothing to do with them.
I'm sorry, but this guy gets yelled at when he's presenting, and then he comes. Like, look at this face. He's like, "Oh, you hate the message? Oh yeah, I need it."
I guess his pillow was unavailable.
His pillow was unavailable. Oh my god, that was too funny. Wow. Oh, okay, the cooldown, the clarity.
Post Watchtower clarity, indeed.
Post Watchtower clarity. Oh, what is he? Hey, can I get my tape back? This might actually be the funniest thing Watchtower's ever produced. What? What is this? What's the point of all of this?
I mean, I do declare it canon. You know, we have had dogs set riffs on us in service, admittedly, so I'm not. This isn't too far off the beaten path.
Oh, you've seen it here first, ladies and gentlemen. If you go out in service, you'll get kicked in the ass. I know. I can't believe this is real.
I mean, truth in television, though, we had, especially when we went to the rural areas, we have had people let their dogs loose and things like that.
I have had that happen. That was terrifying.
So yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
Sorry.
Happens. Oh man, though.
I'm enjoying some food because I'm hungry. Okay, let's let it ride. I like the womp. Now go out and Goomba stomp them. I mean, you did just come on his front porch. Like, it's pretty reasonable that he's gonna wag your finger at.
And he goes, takes the tie. Door off your shoulder there.
All right, next door.
Ready for round 2, I guess.
Did this ever happen to you where
sort
a
of
girl
one.
like flirted with you, like, and it made you really uncomfortable?
She came to the door, and I'm sure she did this on purpose to annoy somebody, but totally rolled up in a, what's the word for it, a negligee? It was not the least bit. It left almost nothing to the imagination. Yes.
Oh, and you were a little JW boy, so
I
I'm sure
was,
that
and
your
that was
imagination would run wild regardless.
so it was just like, I have no idea what my plan is for this. And I think we actually did start up a conversation. We're like, I guess we'll send one of the sisters back to come see you. And she's like, oh no, I don't think I want to see the sisters. You boys have a good day.
Oh, that's sad. Hey, Christy, how's it going? Oh my goodness, I remember this happened to me. Someone showed up and in like hair wet and a towel right out of the shower. I'm like, hey, do you want to come in and we can talk about this more? And I was just like, had to do the old messenger bag over the frontal because that was getting half-masted as fast. It was speed running it.
Well, if you weren't wearing such tight pants there,
yeah, that would have been okay. Oh my god, this is too good. Okay, sorry to keep rewinding everyone. This is too funny to me.
It's so relatable.
I have a message for you. Boring.
So how would I go? Yeah, I'd be frustrated too as her. Like she got. Did you see her? Like she was all dressed up. She had her makeup done. She had her hair done. She was in a Sunday dress and all that. And
she's ready for action.
She's ready for action. Has this handsome young man delivered to her door, and he's like, "Here's a piece of paper. Bye." And she's like, "All that effort."
All that effort. I got dolled up for you.
Right.
Okay, Techie Ben has a story for us. We could not knock at another door as a householder was known to open the door naked. Is that a crime? Is that an actual crime? Or
I think if it's an accidental thing, it's not really because it's in your own home. But if it's like if they're just purposely just out there, I think.
Oh well, I mean, I guess sometimes it happens like that where you're just out there. Said no one ever.
What happens in Vegas? There's the dog.
This guy's had quite the day. I mean, a girl hit on him. He came on some bloke's doorstep, got kicked in the ass. This is the actual life of a pioneer right here.
It is, really. Like, this is some trauma bonding over here. And it just goes hours and hours with nothing.
Oh, hold on. Love's got a story for us.
Oh, yeah.
One day, I was at a door and we heard giggling, then shushing. 3 women and a plume of emojis smoke washed out. The ladies asked my grandma, I'm Michigan, as a witness. Do you know her? I don't understand.
Oh, weed smoke. Okay, devil's lettuce.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, yeah. Shoot, I probably can't say the.
I definitely got secondhand high at a door once before. It was great. Rewind that? Okay. Something with the clock?
Clock's going. He's exhausted.
It's at 10.
Constantly 10, I guess.
Okay, we're slowing down. We're keyframing. The minute hand goes the wrong way at some point. Yeehaw.
I like that he's by himself when we are not allowed to be out by ourselves in service.
This guy has just actually hit Jehovah's Witness rock bottom. He's all sweaty too.
Yeah.
This is the life of a pioneer.
Oh, is this a metaphor for the narrow road that leads to life? Is that what that is?
Oh, could be the case. Could be the case. This one's silent, so I don't have to have it so loud. Oh my God.
Ooh,
Let's go, baby.
That aged poorly.
Yeah. Why are they showing that though? Is the better question. Why are they going to, like, why are they showing this thing? It's embarrassing. Millions now living will never die. Millions now dying will never live.
Takes the hat off so he pledge allegiance to Jehovah.
This is too. There's something about this that's just too funny.
The cheese is so thick, I think it goes on some nachos.
Oh, what'd you say?
I'm just thinking, I need some nachos for all this cheese here.
These are like those really shitty, like ballpark or movie theater nachos too. They're just like cheese whiz, like an undefined cheese product. Got a nice ass.
There it is.
It's gonna turn into like a horror film. Christy.
Oh, this is not aging well with the Royal Commission in Ixta.
Oh, you were 5.
Oh.
I just read I peed in front of my house. I thought maybe you got nervous. I was like, oh my God, that must have been terrifying. Well, you were only 5.
Funny.
So.
Yeah, that's excusable.
Yeah, it's fine. Hey, at least they have a guy in an apron cooking, right?
That's the theory, maybe. I wonder if he's a homosexual, though.
Oh. Well, no, I mean, they would automatically assume that a homosexual wouldn't have children, right?
That is something they would automatically assume. That is true. No nuance.
Yeah, this is forward thinking. Thank you. Okay, this guy is giving me some weird vibes, though.
Yep, there it is. Come on. Okay, let's see what happens here. If this starts playing tequila, I will wipe all the sins from this video.
Where are the dead? Would you wish that question answered according to man's theory, or to have the answers pointed out in the Bible? You will say man's answer would be only a gasp. And yet there's no truth more clearly taught in the Bible than that of the resurrection of the dead.
Oh, I
If the
see the
dead
setup here.
are-
I don't know how I didn't see that coming.
What Capitan said
Um,
about the being vulnerable and out of work and all.
oh, sorry. Maybe he's out of work because of depression. He's vulnerable. No, I think he's a single dad, is what they're going with, and this is like.
So yeah, that's where the dead. Okay, that's why he
that's
started
his wife,
producing.
and those are her ashes. Yeah, straight up.
Wow, yeah, this just got dark.
Yeah, it got real dark,
to live
real
again,
fast.
then they must be
Hey, but shout
resurrected,
outs
and
to them
God
showing
has
him with an
provided that
apron
there
and doing
shall be a
dishes.
resurrection.
That's not bad.
The resurrection of Jesus Christ is a guarantee that all who have died must be awakened out of death and given a knowledge of the truth. All mankind were born in sin, and the death of the perfect man Jesus provided the purchase price for the right of man to live again, and in due time Jesus will awaken them out of death. All of the dead.
So this particular instance here is probably why I'm a Jehovah's Witness, or why I was a Jehovah's Witness in the first place, because this is literally how they got my mother, who was mourning the death of my grandmother. So she was this vulnerable, mourning little 11-year-old girl that just wanted her mom back. Which, you know, after a traumatic event like that at that age, like if you hear, hey, we're magic people, God's the thing, which back in those days it was a very common thing. Like, and God's gonna get you your mom back. All you have to do is place a couple magazines, and in 1975, she's gonna be back with you.
It's incredible to me that they really do have this obvious long history of capitalizing on. Can't understand the guy with the stupid mask on. Hey, don't be mean to my friends.
That might be why. I am getting a little bit of an echo.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not a stupid mask, though. I think it's pretty cool. Don't be mean to my friends. That's not cool, man. Woman. Girl.
TW's opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you have a right to your opinion, but I don't know. I was a little aggressive. Anyway, moving right along. Yeah, I just like they have a long history with like just capitalizing on grief and just using that as a weapon. I mean, straight up. Hey, look, all of these people. It is a stupid mask. My boy isn't. Just the mask is. Oh, okay. So you're not saying he's stupid. Just the thing he's wearing is stupid. Okay. Well,
it is a little bit of a silly mask.
Okay. It is a silly mask. We'll go with that.
I admit that. That's part of the joke, really.
Yeah. It's kind of it's memeable. It's memeable. We get you, TW. We get you. Anyway, but it's unbelievable that they can just so blatantly say, oh yeah, if someone's not going through a tragedy, if you just knock on this dude's door or all of these other people, but it takes someone that lost their wife and, you know, is struggling with it and no doubt is, you know, feeling the grief and the pain from that experience. Hey, Guillermo. And that is the person they're going to capitalize on. I mean, then we can make a Forrest Gump joke because this does look like a young Tom Hanks. I mean, am I right?
A little bit.
Anyway.
In God's due time shall be awakened out of death, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. The resurrection will bring boundless joy to those who obey God under Christ's kingdom. The obedient ones on earth during the reign of Christ will be given everlasting life.
Hey, thank you for the generosity, Capitan. I appreciate that, my man. I don't like ice cream, but I will use that for some ingredients for some sushi. Sushi rice is expensive these days. That short grain, it gets expensive. And I have some sashimi in the freezer, so that I had already cured and everything. So I will get me a bag of sushi rice. Thank you very kindly, Capitan.
On the earth, in complete happiness and joy. Jehovah's way is always right and true. Learn that way and live.
Maybe we'll make sushi on stream. That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
The word resurrection means is standing up again to life. If is claimed by the clergy, the dead are alive in purgatory or some other place.
Wait, what did he say?
The word resurrection means his standing up again to life. If is claimed by the
Standing
clergy,
up again
the dead
to
are
light.
alive in purgatory or some
Right.
other place. It acknowledges that there could be no resurrection. And yet there is no truth more clearly taught in the Bible.
Purgatory? Apparently. Okay.
Oh, and they put the oh my gosh, and they put the signs
Religionism.
on the little girls over there.
This is crazy cringe. When was this actually like made? Did they say at the beginning? I guess we can look. Oh, now they're doing the photo albums.
Oh, those are the little girls from the photo, and they're the millions that would never die that are dead in the picture.
It's embarrassing.
Oh, thank you, Christy.
Oh, and the rabbit. The end. So what is the
We wanted to share a portrayal of life as a witness back in the early 1900s. This unique dramatization about the endurance needed as a kingdom proclaimer was previously shown to delegates at some international conventions held in one city in 2014. This is a gift video that we received. The title is Knock Knock.
So is this a portrayal? Like this wasn't actually
I think it was. It's like a remake or something like that.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Huh. That is very odd. I can't even get my brain around that.
Super weird.
But you know what? I enjoyed it. And that's what's important. And that is what is important. All right, team.
I think I might have one more in me, and then I got to drop off.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing myself. Should we go for one more?
I'm up for one more.
Okay. Guest's honor. What shall we do?
Oh, let's see. United people in a divided world. We should talk about that because I think there's lots of shunning to discuss in that.
Ooh, okay. Yeehaw. Let's let it ride, baby. I'm sure there will be no implication.
Yeah. Let's see how race. Do they really want to do this?
Okay,
do they really want to do this?
They fully supported the segregation. They were down with it. Woo, boy!
Shot themselves in the foot already.
Oh, hey. But the preaching work continued, baby.
My mother always said Jehovah did not intend for all of us to look alike.
In those early days, we would work every house in the county. Black families, white families, any color.
At school, there was pressure there. Be involved with the racial activity. We would hear about
the civil rights movement?
Racial activity.
Families, white families, any color.
At school, there was pressure there. Be involved with the racial activity. We would hear about the problems.
Now he's talking about like gang violence, clearly, not for civil rights, correct?
I don't think so. I think he actually might be talking about civil rights.
God damn it! You were supposed to be the positive one.
Do you not see how I'm dressed? I'm in a TIE fighter.
And the issues. It would be in the news, and you would know what was going on in the South.
Some may wonder,
Hey, Marvin.
How is it that our people, that is Jehovah's Witnesses, black and white, could maintain such unity when the world around them was falling apart?
grew up.
No, screw you, dude. You fully supported segregation. Like you had it written into your rules.
It's super easy to do when you don't actually implement the rules until after the laws are passed.
Exactly. You didn't do jack all of shit about it. Screw you. Oh, sorry.
In central New York, Utica, New York. I remember in the Kingdom Ministry back in 1956, there were articles about serving where the need is great. They needed some of the Black friends to serve in the South.
I married my husband, Earl McGee, June 2nd, 1956.
Hey, Earl.
When we were married, Brother T.J. Sullivan gave a talk at Hallandale Convention on serving where the need is great. He encouraged not only families, but he says new married couples. And so we planned for it, and he wrote the branch. We were assigned to Florida, and then in '62 we started in the circuit work. And our first circuit was in Alabama, and it was not integrated.
We served together, Edna and I did, in the pioneer work by assignment. The last assignment was by the society assigning us to North Carolina and then there to the circuit work. After the first circuit, which was in the Carolinas and Georgia, we were assigned to Gilead.
All white Gilead class, by the way. Did you see that?
I noticed.
We were assigned to Gilead.
Yeah, not a strong way to.
A little more European than you would imagine. Jesus Christ. Look at the unity we have amongst us in 1956. I wonder why. Oh, golly.
I think there might be one or two Black people in there. Samuel Hurd and his wife.
I think I had like 4.
Yeah.
I've been in full-time service 70 years with my wife.
70 years?
To Circuit 18 in Alabama.
My first circuit assignment was in Mississippi. It had the reputation as the worst state in the Union for race relations. And then after we got there, there were 3 civil rights workers who were killed in Philadelphia, Mississippi. That was our circuit.
Probably checks out.
Huh. Andrew Goodman, James Earl Craney, and can't read the other one. A little bit of diversity there.
A little bit.
More than you could say.
They're not witnesses, though, so, you know.
That's what I was connecting in my little caveman brain.
So those were the things we had to deal with.
We were busy in our ministry, so it didn't bother us very much. The black work the black and the white work the white.
No, guys, don't worry. I was busy, so civil liberties didn't matter to me. It didn't really bother me all that much, because you know what? People suffering, that's fine as long as I'm busy. Sorry, I should probably not watch this because I'm gonna start yelling.
Yeah, I like the very first one we did. We were laughing most of the time. Now this is just like, how dumb and tone deaf can you possibly get here? So you got the white brothers flying around the world on dedicated funds, and the black brothers are like, hey, you know, we ain't too worried about them civil liberties over here. Jehovah's gonna help us out. Like, come on.
Oh my God.
White.
This is really.
So we just obeyed the customary law of staying segregated.
Lots of movements were happening, and people were, you know, very hostile. When there was a march or any tension, when we were serving there in Alabama, we wouldn't go to the town on Saturday afternoon to do street witnessing. Because if there was a rally or something going on, we would just stay in the neighborhood.
Yeah, a lot of
just avoid it.
Yeah, lest you get involved.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
we wouldn't even...
Again, and it's not like it wasn't a dangerous time. Obviously, a lot of people did lose their lives in those protests and those rallies and all that. very
especially
clearly.
if you're a black person there that is like actually going with segregation. Oh, Justin has finally arrived. Oh my goodness gracious. We're about to like end stream in like 10 minutes and you show up. Everyone say hi to
sorry.
Justin, hello there.
What's up? What's up?
You
Sorry
really
about that.
came into the actual Thunderdome here, like just
Right.
some real dog shit. Anyway, does everyone know Justin? He's from XJW Diaries,
I'm a
and
huge
he
fan,
holds
actually,
the exclusive title of the first person I ever studied with.
So he became your, so he was
days.
your Jehovah's Witness apprentice, and he became your apostate apprentice now.
He's hardly my apprentice. He does some pretty good videos, man. Not gonna lie, he does a really good
When
job.
he left you, he was but the learner. Now he is the master.
Yeah, he has become a master for sure. For sure.
No,
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. How about you guys?
Pretty cool. We started laughing, and now we're listening to this ridiculous thing on segregation.
Oh,
we
that's what you
found
mean. I did enter in the.
No, you're right. You're right in the asshole of JW lore here. It is brutal. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, they're about to talk. They're about to talk smack about the freedom riders.
Yeah, we can back it up for you just a little bit, so you know exactly what you're getting into.
Give you some context here.
Yeah, civil liberties. Yeah, we just didn't care too much because it didn't affect us.
So those were the things we had to.
It's pretty rough, man. But welcome. Hey, thanks for coming.
We were busy.
Yeah, I'll come earlier next time for sure.
Yeah, well, now you said come earlier.
The black work the black and the white work the white. So we just obeyed the customary law of staying segregated.
I like how they just come out and admit it, like, nope, the whites worked with the whites and the black worked with the blacks, and it was just the law, so we were okay with it.
Right, like don't follow the law about not distributing literature. Definitely follow the law about keeping people apart. There, that's less important.
Yeah, no, human lives don't matter, don't matter at all.
Lots of movements were happening, and people were, very hostile. When there was a march or any tension, when we were serving there in Alabama, we wouldn't go to the town on Saturday afternoon to do street witnessing, because if there was a rally or something going on, we would just stay in the neighborhood.
Wouldn't they be a little bit scared for themselves? Because here you're like a black person that is with your feet supporting segregation, right? Am I wrong there?
I mean,
yeah,
pretty much at that point.
So wouldn't you be like, yeah, I don't really want to go near a rally because I'm like the person actually saying no, segregation is fine. I do it. It's great. Bruh.
On that, what's that? What do they call it? Uncle Tomming. Basically.
I'm not aware of that, but this is like
Justin knows what I'm talking
reference.
about.
yeah.
Right.
Oh golly,
A
okay.
lot of what they used to call back then freedom riders, people getting on buses going south and people coming in to register voters. The fact is, some of the civil rights organizations were set up in Mississippi and went pretty strong. So as a result, they would think that because we were active in going door to door, we could just incorporate civil rights issues and things like that into our work.
One of our classmates.
So we
there they are. There's the black guy. We found him.
Yeah, let's go. There he is, big man. Oh, yeah, okay, anyway.
The 27th class was a black brother, a fellow student, and we became very close friends there. After we left Gilead,
we wouldn't go preaching together.
But we became very close friends in the classroom. But we were forced to be together.
Oh my God. Hold on 1 second. I got to change my camera battery.
Oh, man. Just
what did I miss?
tone deaf. You missed a lot of tone deaf. They actually talked about Fred Franz, as you know. I think
really?
He was, yeah. They talked about Fred Franz Fred Franz quite a bit, and didn't mention Raymond at all because obviously. But you think on it, and you're like, wow, it really takes some testicular fortitude to bring up one of the Franz brothers. Or were they brothers, or were they, or is that his uncle? I can't remember. I cannot remember to save my life.
I think it was his uncle.
I think it was his uncle. Yeah, yeah. So they brought up his, his governing body uncle, but they didn't bring him up either because that's going to look really, really bad. But I was surprised that they even name dropped Franz in that. So that was pretty intense. And they also talked about how he had a driver and how he just blended in with the local populations because we were under ban, and they took a road trip.
But it was a hard road trip. Met with
It was a hard road trip.
many
Yeah.
trials as he was sitting in the back of a car with a driver. This is some of the most like as you said, tone deaf. Like you just don't hear what's coming out of your faces.
Like nobody's reading over this.
Literally, everyone's like if you're a Jehovah's Witness watching this at a convention, right? And
Yeah,
you're
this is
sitting in a row,
inspiring to you,
are you
right?
sitting there like, yeah, this is great? God, why does is it back on my? Is my face detection off? Hold on. God damn it.
He might have actually damned us. That's why we're all here.
I think sometimes it picks up the eyes or the faces on the picture behind me.
Oh, yeah.
And then it like gets out of focus. It's really weird. Anyway, thanks, Canon. Your color correction is amazing, but sometimes your autofocus is a little wonky. Oh, baby, let's go.
Going to our assignments, we stopped at a convention in Alabama, and the convention was segregated.
As it should be.
One race on one side, one race on another, and it was very difficult, painful for us not to be able to closely associate with our dear friend.
Even though you're in Jehovah's organization, the one true organization that's always been right, and you guys went to school together, totally fine. But at a convention, God's like, nope, I don't want y'all sitting over there. Obey the laws of Caesar.
Oh, that's a good comment.
Imagine the actual though. God damn.
Got this talk show on the television. The circuit overseer and I went. Also, a Catholic priest and an Episcopal minister. So
sounds like a start of a joke. A circuit overseer, a Catholic priest, and a
Episcopal minister
walk onto a talk show.
This can't be real. What the hell? They're going to a talk show? Why don't they do this anymore? And I like how casual he is about it. Like, so we had this talk show. I was at the dentist the other day.
On the television, the circuit overseer and I went. Also, a Catholic priest and an Episcopal minister. So the Episcopal minister, young minister, asked what were we doing about the marching. So I told him
nothing.
That we weren't doing anything about the marching. Well, that showed a contrast. I'm black and he's white. They weren't stopping their marching to help us preach the good news of the kingdom. So we weren't going to stop preaching the good news of the kingdom to help them march.
So
what?
This 2,000-year-old Jewish rabbi that may or may not have existed is more important than your neighbor.
Which is hilarious because said Jewish rabbi would have been black.
Oh yeah, Middle Eastern at least.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
He would have been brown. He would have been like somewhere between. I think he might have been about a shade lighter than Wally, maybe.
So white. Oh, that's what the Watchtower's depiction is accurate after all.
There it is. The clean shave. You missed clean. Yeah, actually, W Diaries. You missed clean shaven, blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus earlier.
Oh, was he in there?
Yeah, from the 1954 Watchtower.
Did you know? Have you seen that, Justin?
No.
I might still have that up, actually.
By the time I joined the witnesses,
I can show them real fast.
All
yeah.
Hang on, let me pull up the. I'll pull
no,
up
you have to
fast.
see this. It actually brought me to tears.
Yeah, we're gonna stop the stream. Here you go.
It's the funniest thing.
That's Watchtower canon. That happened.
Wow.
Old Willy Wonka looking ass.
1958, 1954.
Yep.
Jeez.
Hi guys, I just got baptized.
Are you want the beard clean off him?
I wonder how he got such a close shave. I mean, ahead of
Holy
his time.
Spirit, clearly, Wally. It was Jehovah's hand doing the shaving. Jehovah's hand was holding the blade.
All along, we thought the Vikings had cracked the code for forged steel, but no. It was our Lord and Savior himself. Oh, God.
The brothers always were interested in each other. So if there was a black congregation and a white congregation, we had interest and fellow feeling for both.
The rule was we were not to meet together, and we couldn't meet.
We had interest in the fellow feeling. I mean, we didn't have fellow feeling, but
Right? We didn't have fellowship, but we were interested in it. So, we're the good guys still.
Speechless over here.
That's despicable.
But we could talk to one another and we could visit one another. So I think there was great support on both sides, black and white brothers, back in those days. If we had a problem getting a facility, for example, they'd have contacts and they could get certain things done. So basically, we worked together.
What is this? Is this real life?
So they are praising themselves that the white congregation was able to procure a facility for one of their assemblies. Let's not help.
And they think they hold the moral high ground.
Yeah,
with all this going on.
Piss off.
Jehovah's people are separate but equal.
How do you even say that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it was great because we could always go to those white brothers and sisters or brothers, and they would help us get a venue. But we don't see any reason that we need to march or fight for equality.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems like a waste of time, right?
Or even mix in our private assembly halls where the government wouldn't actually have any power over them. But
Ooh, that's a good point right there. That's a good point. Yeah. You got private property. You don't have to obey those rules.
Nope.
And they're still doing it.
Yes, sir. And actually producing material talking about the mental acumen of people of color. I think, did they call them the coloreds?
Colored brothers, I believe, or
Colored.
maybe even Negro brothers. I think at the time.
Yeah, I think there was some.
I think that was it.
Well, they did say the black race is teachable.
I mean, that's kind of encompasses everything, you know. It's
Pretty much.
just speed running. You know, I get hung up on all these words. just throw whatever BS comes out of your wet fart of an asshole. Okay, sorry. Wally needs to calm down.
Started integrating.
Maybe I should light my
certain
candle.
civil rights laws were passed.
After.
We had a big meeting of all the elders and worked out the territory assignments and whatever else was necessary to have integrated congregations.
Some friends would feel, and maybe rightly so at the time, that there will be some violence if we integrated.
Hold up. Are they talking like internally? Do they think that some brothers were gonna go to war with their? Like, were they expecting a Jehovah's Witness civil war? Is this what was gonna happen?
I don't know what he's referencing.
I don't fully understand.
assuming He's thinking that it's going to be like Remember the Titans style, where it's like,
right? Maybe that.
You know,
maybe that is
you're
the
just
thing.
going to experience, like, if you integrate, then you're going to experience. But why are you? I mean, maybe that's just me, but why are you concerned about the assholes of society?
Right. I'm hoping that's what he means. I got the vibe that he meant like he was worried that there would be like, there'd be infighting.
Pushback from within?
That's
what I was hearing. That's the vibe I got. Maybe I'm thinking the worst of them. But...
Some friends would feel, and maybe rightly so at the time, that there will be some violence if we integrated.
I think you're right. I think I'm wrong.
Some kingdom halls damage and things like that.
Oh,
I hope you're right. Actually, I really hope you're right.
The fact
yeah,
that
me too.
Integration going in other places in the schools and things like that, in the universities and colleges, and so it was obvious that if they could do it, then we even more so.
And weren't they super late to actually adopting it?
Yeah, I think it was in like the late '60s they finally started doing it. Like some
I thought it
congregations
took
were
them
segregated
years.
Yeah, like in the '70s they were some congregations were desegregating still.
Which flies in the face of their whole thing, like, oh, we wish we could have been together, but sorry, there's segregation laws, so we just went along with it. And yet it took you a decade to actually fix this. This is
and it's all about appearances. It's about appearances.
Right.
If they're trying to keep the trouble off themselves.
I mean, what is it to be a Jehovah's Witness if not to be obsessed with how you appear to other people and not actually be concerned with real issues? I feel good.
Such a healthy environment, right?
Integration was successful.
I don't need to
because
recycle.
It was
God's gonna
under
fix
Jehovah's
things.
direction.
Wait, hold on. No, don't give Jehovah credit. They said they did it after the universities and the colleges. Was that under Jehovah's direction too? Is that what we're trying to say here?
It's just
what in space?
what in tarnation is going on around here? Like, what the fuck?
What? Why? Just why? And how? And why?
Only through Jehovah's blessing.
Yes.
Only.
Like the schools were, and the grocery stores, and other neighborhoods, and the banks. You know, Jehovah's blessing was on all of that. It wasn't on all that, but definitely on the Kingdom Halls, like 10 years late.
It's just so.
It's that arrogance.
Small-minded. Like, people are people, and just be better. Just be nice to people. They're different, but it doesn't mean they're bad. Fuck this.
We had the same thing in common. We loved Jehovah.
Jehovah.
And despite us, Jehovah got it done for
in my
us
day.
and brought us together. And we have been unified ever since.
Everyone could see that we were united. One brother was working from door to door, black and white. And the lady came to the door, white, and she said she was happy to see this unity take place.
Happy to see this unity take place. Just a few years late, a few dollars short. And also, what did you do about it? Were you actively contributing to the problem, or were you actively trying to correct it? Or were you just sitting there on your ass doing nothing?
They should retitle this video 10 minutes of Jehovah's Witnesses taking credit for worldly politicians and activists, bringing them together.
In parentheses, we actually did nothing.
We did nothing, and Jehovah blessed us with the hard work of literally everybody else.
This is not the segregation you're looking for.
And you know the worst part is like, you know, we're laughing right here, but people were shot, people were killed, people died, homes were burned and all that. And they just want to play it off like, oh yeah, Jehovah's hand was in all of this.
Yeah, like they're ignoring all of the actual struggles, and they're just making the problem about they couldn't meet together when they probably could have, and it wouldn't have caused that big of a rift. That's not the issue here. You going to your silly, stupid little meetings about a rabbi from 2,000 years ago. Lowe's got a comment, and I hate when people say to each his own, or can't we all just get along? But what they mean is don't rock the boat and don't think about inequality and don't talk about, silence is not the answer. Silence is the weapon that abusive people use. Just never forget that. Silence is a weapon, and whether it's child safeguarding, whether it's racial inequality, whether it's people being marginalized for how they identify themselves, whatever the case might be, silence is the weapon.
Right. Human rights are human rights. I 100% agree. Like, to each his own is, I don't like this particular brand of vodka. That's to each his own.
Yes.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it, actually. I like that.
For a long time.
There's nothing wrong with liking all kinds.
We have formed, with Jehovah's help, by means of his Holy Spirit, a worldwide brotherhood. Granted, they have their imperfections, but it is a brotherhood and something to be truly marveled at.
The brothers
Well, it is something to be marveled at. We can't all agree on that.
Was true. We're all
marvel
one
every day.
organization. They began to feel it, they began to experience it.
We loved Jehovah, and we loved our brothers.
And you only got to feel it and experience it because of the hard work of other people. Other people made this happen for you, and now you're experiencing it. Why didn't you get on board earlier? I should mute myself.
But it's true, though. It's just so true. Like, they love taking credit for things that would have happened anyway. It's like when they took credit for the, the C-19, precautions and all that. It's like it wasn't, CDC guidance. Like, come on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yeah.
No, it was all the governing bodies' loving direction. Because that makes a vaccine.
It was Jehovah's hand that came up with the treatment. The lab tech was inspired by Holy Spirit, even though the lab tech probably wasn't a witness. But what do we know?
Probably for sure not a witness because it requires a pretty high
it requires a doctorate. Yeah, you're not allowed to go to school.
Yeah.
Unless it's for the legal defense.
If the governing body made a vaccine, would it consist of like whiskey and Stretch Armstrong mixed together?
Right. It would be delivered in Samuel Herod's convertible.
A shiny new car.
So there you have it. How could you fail to have unity when Jehovah had drawn you together?
Satan is the prime one to divide people. Jesus died for the whole world.
Whoa.
Satan is the prime one to divide people, but y'all stay divided?
Yeah.
So you follow
guys were
Satan's
doing that.
direction?
You guys had full power over your own property. You still chose to divide. So whose team are you playing on there? Whose team are you playing on? You just... See, I love when they do this. Right in their own videos. Yeah, right in their own videos, they just snitch on themselves.
And then they just slide that in. Well, Jesus died for everyone. It's convenient for you to say now, isn't it?
Jesus died for everyone, but he died more for certain everyone's.
Yeah. He apparently didn't die for anyone in the Middle East.
I guess not.
It's just a little... I don't know if ironic is the right word. That's not the right word. It's a little bizarre.
I can't believe somebody wrote that in and they approved that. Like, how many people had to watch this to get? Yeah.
Well, who do you think was making these decisions?
Like, point. Fair enough.
Yeah. No one.
No one.
Woo, we're at a cart together now. Yeah, let's fucking go. I hated every second of that.
That was the worst thing I think I've ever seen on this website. I'm turning my TIE Fighter around. I'm going home.
This was not the video you were looking for. This was not the stream I was looking for. Holy moly, that was brutal. I did not like that. I don't know why we did that. And I still didn't watch the video that I wanted
at the
to watch.
time, and I think we had the right ethnic mix here to do that. Really, the only time we could have done it.
Good fucking job. Well, that was a wild ride. I have to say,
did McCallum's come with that, or was this not a Tony Morris production?
I think it is actually kind of important though to like highlight some of these like older concepts and things because they are highlighting them and praising themselves. So I think there needs to be some counterbalance to that craziness. And I mean, there's a lot of these out there. So hey guys, guess what we're gonna do next time? Yeah, watch Wally get upset and angry, but I'll have my lighter so I can start my candle.
I was gonna say, should I send you a new lightsaber so you can cut up some of that stuff?
Oh man, that would be a good gag for a skit. A new.
Actually, I am writing something. I'll get you in on it.
That sounds huge.
I got
the
you, Sam.
new lightsaber. I bet I still have one in the garage too.
Oh.
Did you ever get the good, like the really cool ones, like that did like the light up that was like over time, so it was like.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't have one of those yet. I got one of the high end stunt ones. I wanted to use.
Oh, okay. Those are pretty. I can fully say I am a true Star Wars nerd. I've watched the behind the scenes documentary and extra, like the special features on the DVDs at least 3 times on each movie.
Love it.
Yeah.
Darth Maul needs his own movie, man. I wish Disney would do that.
I'd go in.
That would be pretty hype. Well, sorry you got to the party a little bit late there, Mr. Justin.
It's good.
I might try and stream again next Saturday, so if you want to try and pencil that in.
Yeah, for sure.
I have an idea that's kind of fun. I want to do a game with chat where I've gotten a bunch of quotes from other religious organizations, but I've just changed the like pronouns on things so that way they're all are like some of the loaded language, so they're all the same. So like if it's an Adventist quote, they'll use like instead of organization, they'll say school, or congregation, they'll say school. So I've just made those like all be the same thing. And it is fascinating to try and work out who said it. Like, was it an Adventist? Was it the Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah, sign me up for that one. That sounds fun.
That
I'm
sounds
gonna
cool.
chat for that.
So I've been working on that. So we can do that. And then I actually do think it would be pretty fun to do the JW or XJW Evo. So once my man gets a capture card, we can play some games with our friends. Hey Jen, I'm sorry. Oh, hi Araktha. You came in as I'm about to say bye to everyone. I am super sorry. Darth, quick plug.
Oh, yes. Again, it was an honor to join you today. If you'd like to see more XJW content, especially compared to, we like to compare things with Star Wars content, pop culture, and how your Jehovah's Witness beliefs tie into all that, join me on the Darth Magog channel.
And you will see him
with my new lightsaber.
With new he's always cutting the organization up with the new lightsaber, baby.
That's the evil
That's the
side,
only
man.
way. That's the only way.
This is the way.
Thanks for joining me, and you're always welcome to stop by.
Oh, thank you, sir.
All right, bye. My man, how you been?
I've been good.
Were you being a
How
real
about you?
human? I had a shit week. I was not feeling good. I like hit some weird mental space where I just was like, I think it was like fully coming to the realization and acceptance of the conversation I had with my family a couple weeks ago. And it was just like, I think I tried to be strong for myself or something, and then it just all kind of fell apart. So I just didn't feel super good. And then I did the video about Lloyd and that negative comments and stuff. So I just disconnected. Like I just wasn't reading text. I didn't read any communication really coming through. So I just had to sort of disconnect. But I think
you gotta call me up, man. Call me up.
I
on
know.
those days.
I know.
I owe you lunch or something after all this time.
What do you mean? I owe you. I owe you, my man. Oh,
not at all.
That's
call
good
me
stuff.
up seriously though, man. I'm here for you. We gotta be here for each other.
I appreciate
that's
you.
really what this community is about. Is we all went through something similar. That thing that we went through was horrific. I mean, you lose yourself, you lose everybody, you lose everything that you know.
Yeah.
So
and not even in the cool.
Gotta be here for each other. Huh?
You said you lose yourself, so I was making an Eminem joke.
Oh.
Like most of my jokes don't really land. But that's okay. What are you working on right now? Any projects for the channel?
Yeah. For anybody that's watching my stuff, sorry for the delays. So I was planning on dropping something this week, but it's taking a little bit longer to edit than I thought it would. So it's something a little bit different. It's a story about shunning. So
oh, cool.
I want to do something that's gonna kind of hit hard and really get that point across that this is just not right. So
yeah,
that'll be coming out pretty soon.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah,
I'm still working on that thing I promised like a month ago, but I had a bunch of people like tell me different stories and stuff, and I just wanted to like read as like a message to the world or anyone that's not a Jehovah's Witness or doesn't really quite understand like, hey, this is like These are the faces of shunning.
Yeah.
Am I worth shunning to you? And just like all of these different people and everything. Bye, Techie Ben. Thanks for coming. Stream was more fun with you. Thank you. Anyway, here's your chance to plug, and then we're gonna sign off. This is
all right.
a man
Hey.
who only has a head. He actually doesn't have. He's like Wild Wild West that won the villain for that old Will Smith movie. That guy was just a head. Anyway.
Well, hey, I'm Justin. I run the channel XJW Diaries. I've always been a visual person, so my channel is very much about trying to connect visuals to the message. As I say, picture's worth 1,000 words. So that's what it's all about. So if you like that kind of stuff, it's still in its infancy. I'm still learning as I go. If you watch my earlier videos compared to my newer ones, you'd be like, "What happened?" But
it's a big difference.
Yeah. I'm trying though, so
yeah,
hopefully you guys like it. So
all
yeah.
right. Thanks for joining, and yeah, like tentatively pencil in next Saturday.
Yeah,
probably
for sure.
early around like 10 or something.
Okay,
all
yeah.
Right.
Let me know. I'll be there. All right.
Hello. Hi. Oh, you guys can see my bowl of my soup now. Did you guys enjoy the stream? Was it fun? I hope it made your Saturday at least get that's a man. That's a man's head. Oh, okay. Hello, you got the reference. Dan D, you're very welcome. And I will make sure I say hi to Fred and Winston for you and also give them a delicious treat. Thank you. I know I came so late, but I had to pop in. I'll catch the playback. Thank you, Raktha. Lo, thank you so much for joining the stream. Your comments, your humor. The streams are always better when you're around. Ryan, how you doing? Sorry, I think I missed your last couple of streams, but it is pretty fun listening to you rant about stuff and sewing things. It's nice and cozy. So keep it up. Techie Ben, thank you. See you later. Jen Frolic, hello and goodbye. Christiane, thanks for stopping by. I know we thought we talked about it once before, but if you ever do want to join the JW Thoughts army of small YouTube channels, you can always hop in and have a laugh, have a cry, all that good stuff. You know how we do it here. Haywood Lass, hello, goodbye. Anyway, Darth, hey, thank you for coming on. I had a lot of fun. Now, I mean, I made that comment myself because we are the same person. Yeah, Christy, I don't know if you're like in the Discord or you can send me an email or something, but yeah, if you want to join, just let me know. I try and have the schedule up. I'm trying to switch and do videos on Wednesdays and streams on Saturdays just to see how that goes. I don't know. I thought maybe doing that I could get different guests to come on, because who really wants to see Wally just sit in front of a camera and rant and ramble for 3 hours? So it's usually more fun with friends. So we will get it. But anyway, thank you everyone that came on the stream. Thanks, Justin. Thank you. I look forward to next week. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm sure we got some. I just joined Discord a few days ago. I am on yours. Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I have not been on the Discord pretty much at all. So sorry about that. Altered Goat, hey, see you later. Oh, I didn't play the outro music. Whoops. We need some music for the goodbyes. Is this the one we play? I can't tell. I think this is the one we play. Yeah. Hey, Daniel. Didn't see you in chat. Sorry if I missed any of your messages or didn't say hi, but thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. See you later. Raktha, peace. Have a lovely weekend. Be safe out there. trying to think of other people that were in the chat earlier. I know M&K were around. I know Apostle Babe, Linda James, you were here this whole time. Thank you for stopping by. Super fun. Sod that like button. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And I will give Zizi some treats. Zizi, you want a treat? Zizi, you want a treat? You get 5 treats. You get 5 treats. Come on, buddy. Zizi. Zizi. Need me to move out of your way? Zizi, look. These are treats for you. They've been gifted by a generous person. Are you confused? Okay. Oh, Zizi's gonna get fat by the end of this. Thank you, Lo. Appreciate you. Thank you. And $2 closer to paying off the new computer, so that's all. Have a good weekend, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you. Jenny Silva came in late. Hi, Wally. Great energy as always. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the time that you did see a little bit of it. Glad you stopped by, and thank you for saying hi, because I like people that say hi. Bye. But anyway, yeah, I think that's going to wrap us up. So, yeah, thank you guys all so much. Appreciate it. And I will see you on Wednesday. I have a video coming out that's going to be on rebutting and speed running the Bible questions answered section. Oh, hey, Wood Last. Thank you. Everyone be safe. Yeah, but with all of that being said, I guess I'm going to just say bye in the comments and run some dog stuff. So here you go. If I can.